frontier of free speech.
This program is intended for mature audiences only and contains strong or potentially offensive language of an adult and sexual nature. So, listener discretion advised.
The views and opinions expressed on the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City do not reflect those of this radio station or its affiliates.
Calypso, Alexia, Sierra, and Sweet Cheeks are personalities put on for your entertainment.
All music, stories, and characters are the sole property of their creators and are protected under international copyright laws.
The stories are real, the language is explicit, the behavior is outrageous.
If you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen.
Well, my girl's got the sweetest pussy, nestles in her lap. Be the first to admit and wanna stroke that kitten, fell right into her trap. Now all that fur and purring gives me cause to pause. She may have a pretty kitty, but watch out for those claws.
Straight out of Las Vegas, Nevada, it is the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, starring Sierra, Calypso, Alexia, and Sweet Cheeks. Good evening, Las Vegas.
And people around the world.
And fuck you all.
Whatever.
She's only talking to me and Mama.
They've been picking on me for 2 fucking hours during our production meeting.
They have. I'm sorry.
It's been great, though.
Well, no, I'm not sorry. I'm not apologizing.
And
for
part
anything.
of it you didn't even hear.
Well, fuck you too, then.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to apologize
exactly.
for them. I haven't picked on you.
No, you have not picked on me, but these two and me in the middle,
She still
I got
didn't
darts. Darts in me today.
Some of it she didn't even hear.
And they, don't even say why.
It's an age thing.
Yeah. I'm a hitter.
I asked her not to hit me earlier. I asked her when we were sitting here because we were talking about dating websites because she pulled up her P to the O to the fuck off and die account. And I was like, oh, they changed the format. She's like, it's been like this for years. And I'm like, oh, I've been on in years. And I asked her if she, I began it. I prefaced it. The prelude to the question was.
Prelude's not a word.
It's a Honda.
It's a Honda.
I thought prelude was a word.
It is
It
a
is
word.
a word. It's a long story.
It's a dig on a guy.
Oh, I thought you guys were telling me I was
list.
saying something wrong again. Like I always, like I'm an Archie Bunker. I say all the words wrong.
No. So I asked her if, don't hit me, but if she had signed up for Our Time yet. That's
Which is the over 50 website.
Yeah, the 50 and plus dating site. Because, she's in that category now. And
but then, what did I say? I said...
She said, I thought about it. I heard the ad about it. And then I realized all the guys would be over 52.
She needs them young. She needs a young
I don't need
buck.
him young. I'm okay with an older man.
So I have a
but I don't
question.
want an old man.
Women in their 30s and 40s who date younger guys are referred to as cougars. What are you, a lioness?
The Queen Sheba, I guess.
Queen
I don't
Sheba.
know. I don't know.
Super
I'm
cougar?
a gilf. I'm a gilf.
Taxidermy.
And if you ask our friends
Taxidermy.
from Sweden, they'll tell you I'm their favorite gilf.
Your favorite gilf.
I'm the favorite gilf.
Look, and again, she didn't hear me.
No, she didn't.
Maybe. Did you ever think it's because I might be fucking trying to ignore you? I don't want to hear you.
DJ said, "Sweet, are you complaining? I thought you wanted to be in the middle of Sierra and Mama."
Right. Well, I do, but I don't want to be picked on. I want to be licking something or being licked.
Hey, we started out with Sweet William on the podcast. You know who Sweet William is?
Sweet William, no.
The building breaker.
Yes,
Oh,
I
the
remember
building
you
breaker.
talking about
But
Sweet
he had to
William.
go. He's got to get up at 4:30 in the
Oh,
morning.
bummer. Check us
So-
out on
No, he'll be listening while he
podcast.
destroys buildings.
Yeah.
He listens
He'll be
to us.
listening to us on podcasts. So we love you, Sweet William.
Aw.
Sexy man. Sexy man.
See, that's how old he. I bet he's under 50, so that's why I don't want to be on the 50 and over side.
And if he's over 50, it doesn't matter. She could tell you that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. if they're over 50?
No, it doesn't matter. But I want to not limit my options to only over 50. I like to keep it, my options open.
That's why you keep the Plenty of Fish and the OkCupid and all the other ones and the Our Time. That way
I might have found a solution.
Get rid of all of those.
No, I might have found a solution to my problem, and
A
we'll
dildo?
talk about it during my catch-up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
She's going to buy one of those man dolls.
Nope. Oh my God! I seen today a picture on a website. I don't even know where I was at. I had to masturbate, so I had to look for something. And this guy had this big guy with this big black, dick, big black guy with a big old cock, and it was. Wait a minute, you guys! It was a clear fuck doll. Okay, and the fuck doll was in the ass up position.
Wait. The doll was clear?
Clear, like
so you could see your own penis while you're fucking it?
Exactly. So it was a side view of him standing next to the doll and had his big old cock
Googling
in it.
this shit right
and you could see like the angle of his cock inside this plastic woman.
So he could watch himself come inside of the
yes,
doll.
Yes, I seen a picture of this today.
Hot.
I know it was.
Hot.
I had to look
Black
twice
cock.
at that shit. Yeah, I did.
Clear
I don't
fuck
even know
doll.
what to tell you to look at. Clear fuck doll.
I'm Googling black cock clear fuck doll.
Is it coming up?
Scary big
you
black
have to
penis
images.
sex.
You have to look under images.
She says scary.
Images.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But you don't actually watch actual porn. You just look at
No.
pictures?
I was looking at images for this other interest I have now.
There's a Lady Gaga fuck doll and a Beyonce fuck doll.
I bet they don't have a
Nice.
Sweet Cheeks fuck doll. They take a lot of fucking plastic.
They got a fuck
You know what? I bet you it wouldn't be as
PVC
fluffy as you,
vinyl.
though.
As fucked as me.
As
I don't get
fluffy as you.
Barbie.
No, 'cause you
Barbie the
can't
porn
make-
star. That's awesome.
You can't make soft fat out of plastic.
Your doll would come in 2 boxes.
Wait, would
The
they
one would
split
say,
me top and bottom
"To
or
be
split me
continued."
this way?
To be continued.
No. They split you top and bottom so they can have your boobs for the first part and fuck
And then
your
your butt.
boobs and
Oh, then I
and
can
your
charge.
mouth.
I can charge them twice.
That's right.
There you go.
Oh my God! It's a crocheted naked doll.
What?
She's crocheted. Look, I've got to get the pattern for this.
Got way
Oh,
too much
Lord.
pussy fuzz. That crochet doll.
You can remove as much pussy fuzz as you need.
Grass don't go on a playground. She ain't getting none.
Besides, she's birthing a baby.
Wait,
It's a
you
crochet.
You need a whole
mama.
bunch of floss.
let me Twitter that.
Now wait a minute. You ain't found the clear plastic fuck doll
No,
with the
I
black
haven't.
dick?
Clear. No, I have not found the clear plastic fuck doll.
I'm telling you, I saw it today. And this big cock was black, and it was kind of curved upward inside this plastic fuck doll. It was pretty interesting.
What did you say? That's got way too much what?
Way too much pussy hair.
No.
Pussy fuzz.
Pussy fuzz.
Pussy fuzz.
Pussy fuzz.
It's the tweet of the night.
You can
Pussy
tell. Yeah, you can tell
fuzz.
that. Grass don't go on a playground, so she must not be
I
getting
googled
none.
clear fuck doll and I have a picture of a baby. What the fuck is wrong with society?
It's not society. It's just Google. Something's wrong with fucking Google.
Google.
Do blow up doll.
I think it's
Clear
automatic
blow-up doll.
censoring unless you turn it off. I know Yahoo's that way.
Oh, mine's turned off.
Wait, what's turned off?
The censoring.
The censoring. They'll auto censor so they don't get sexual content just in case.
Well, I noticed when you type in the the what do you call it? The box, for what you're searching for. If it's clean, it gives you the down of like, could it be this or could it be that or whatever. But if you're typing in something that ain't right, like BBW lesbian sex, that it ain't giving you no drop down to pick from.
There is no drop down to pick from on BBW lesbian sex.
God, we don't keep nothing back on this show, huh?
No,
Nope.
no,
I
we
guess
don't.
fucking not. Well,
Hey, did I tell you guys we got a review on iTunes?
We got a review on
And
iTunes.
said that they love the way that we're very frank about when we talk about sex. So that was awesome. So thank you so much.
we have no filters and no buffers. Thank you.
That's awesome. And
is
if you
awesome.
do download our podcast from
is
iTunes,
it?
which we are available on, just type in Curvaceous Bounty, spelled correctly, I believe,
If you can spell it.
or Sin City Bounty. Just search Sin City Bounty, or you can go to our website and find the link. We have our
Right,
link
that
right
makes
there.
it easy, yeah.
And then you can
Get
go
the link.
subscribe, and every time you open your iTunes, it'll automatically download for you, so you're always caught up with the show.
See?
You can listen to it while you're busting buildings down.
Or
Like Sweet William does.
Right.
Well, the guy named like Sweet William that busts buildings, that makes my pussy wet just thinking about
I know.
We've been
Oh,
trying for
Sweet
years to get him
William.
out here.
it. Oh,
He needs to
Sweet
come.
William.
He needs to come and join us.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey, Ramtax is online. Woohoo!
Yay!
Ramtax, I was telling the girls about the Michi party, and I'll be there.
Yeah, you need Michi money to go to a Michi party.
You sure do. I love Michi bags. I love that you can mix and match and re-coordinate.
You know, they have kind of like the equivalent to Michi shoes now.
Do they
some
really?
Some of the strippers that I've worked with, you know, I seen it on Shark Tank, that show where people make the new businesses and they invest the money, and it's kind of like, it's like a platform, and you snap on the new top, and she had these really cute shoes. I go, God, those are so cute. And they went up her leg. She goes, it snaps on and off. I said, it's like a Michi shoe. I said, I seen something like that on Shark Tank, and she goes, that's where it's from, Shark Tank. And they're really cute, you guys. So if somebody would get together and make Michi shoes and Michi bags, then you'd always be coordinated.
Wow. And then you can get Michi belts too.
And you just change the buckle out. That's kind of old. That's been done. You need Michi earrings, Michi rings, Michi pussy rings, Michi titty nipples.
Titty nipples?
You know, nipple rings.
Right.
Because
there's not, because they're going to be butt nipples.
Hey, we've got some great guests on today. We have
always have great guests.
Diva Denise from ThickNation.com.
I love her.
We have been trying to get her on for months,
and then she wanted to come on when we were at FanFest, and we were so booked up with guests we couldn't squeeze her in. Remember? She's like, I want to come on now. And
we've got the WFA, the lady from the WFA that is
the coach. No, we have the coach.
The coach
from the Women's Football
Alliance.
It's Las Vegas Showgirls, GIRLZ.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's not Showgirls as in where you're.
No, this is full contact football for women.
I thought it was flag football.
No, it's full contact.
Woo!
Dion.
I would like to be the center, because then I would be the one laid all over.
Ramtax said Michi pasties.
Yes, Michi pasties. And Michi, what are those?
You know, I have some pasties at home I bought for one of the stripper contests I did. They're hearts with tassels, but that damn glue that you got to use to put on them is kind of. It's tricky, and you know, because my nipples don't stand straight up, my nipples go down because my tits sag. So, like, it's really beside the point. I'd have to put the pasties up here so they look like they were right.
Put Band-Aids over your nipples and then put the pasties on top.
Yeah, because the pasties that are like under by my fat roll.
Wow.
Yeah, pasties and fat chicks don't always work together. Now with
I
our young
get pasties.
You can, you know what? I'll let me get them out of my drawer. I'll give you these pasties as long as I get to see them.
Oh yeah. I'll take pictures.
You
Since there'll be no nipple. I can put them all over everywhere.
You should use the pasties for our project coming up that we're going to be doing.
Well, one of the things,
I want full nipple.
One of the things that I've noticed is that women with very large breasts, myself included, have very large areolas.
I don't.
No,
I don't have large nipples either.
I have very misshapen areolas. They look like bad pancakes.
Really? My areolas are light too. The only time they were dark was when I was pregnant.
Yeah, mine are pretty light too. You have perfect boobs, by the way.
Nipples, you mean? Areolas and nipples.
And boobs.
See, when we do our project, my boobs aren't going to look so good because they just don't have good nipples. But my ass is going to look like fucking
the project that we're doing is they're not going to see that part. They're just going to see the imprint.
Well, I'm just telling you, I won't have a nice little nipple spot.
I'll have a line.
Nobody will have a very nice nipple spot.
You will, because you got nice nipples.
But you're going to put, unless we're going to do dual colors, one on the nips themselves and one on the rest of the boob.
We could totally do that.
I was just thinking.
We need a volunteer to paint us. That's what we need.
I'm sure. I'm sure that our filmer will volunteer to paint us.
Sweet William is still online with us.
Is he now?
Yeah, and he says he loves boob talk.
That's why he can't go away.
And Diamond Dave is just LOLing all over the place.
I know, he loves it.
Nipple.
Here.
Nipple. Oh, you can't show nipples.
No, but I can show boob shots. Is it boob day yet?
Bras.
Okay.
That bra gives you the best cleavage
I love this fucking bra. And you know what? This is not from LB. This is from the Avenue.
I like
it's
Avenue.
An Avenue bra.
I haven't found an Avenue bra that fit though, so I can only buy one from the.
I think this is a 48 double D.
Yeah,
I think something like that.
I think I'm a 3D. Triple D.
They have triple Ds there.
We need to make a group trip down to the bra boutique and
Bra
get
Boutique is
treated
very
down there.
nice. Very nice.
Have you had you've had a professionally fit?
Mhm.
I remember being professionally fit, and that woman just stuck her hand down my bra
Oh, yeah,
and
they don't
lifted my
care,
shit.
and
And she was this old New Yorker woman, and
Well, this one's a little Asian lady, so it's like having Alexia's mom grope you. It's great. Oh, that strap too long. We make a short strap.
who told you? This lady said, "Who told you you're like a 44? You ain't no 44, girl. You're wearing the wrong size." She told me.
Sweet
Yeah.
William said he would volunteer to help us with our painting and probably whatever else we needed.
Get here, Sweet William.
And
You have till
let's see.
Saturday.
And he has sensitive nipples, by the way.
I love men with sensitive
Do
nipples.
you?
Oh yes,
I do too.
I do, unless it's debilitating.
like they can't do nothing else because they're
Right, because you've touched
Well,
their
I'll
nipple.
tell you, I knew a guy at the Bash. Whose nipples were so sensitive.
It would
that-
orgasm?
No, yeah, just about. But he would purposely wear a shirt to the pool because in the pool in the Bash, everybody's always rubbing up against everybody. It would send him reeling, and we had a little sexual encounter once. I never seen anybody jump like that when you touched his nipples. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
See, in my head, my skeptic ass self would go, he's faking it just for the fucking attention.
No, I don't
And
think so.
I'm sure he wasn't, but I would think that because really, come on now.
No, I'm telling you, it was like. So then, after I knew that this was the issue with him,
You
like,
would touch his nipples?
oh yeah,
As often
all the
as you
time
could.
in the pool. I walk up and do this, or if we dance, I like real fast pinch his nipple. And
Oh, my
I was
God,
such a
you're
big
evil.
fucking tease. I was.
Did you fuck him?
I didn't like him. We had a little group
You didn't
thing.
like him?
No, no.
Ooh.
I mean, I liked him, but then
Ooh.
I found out he did something really nasty to one of my friends.
Oh.
So we had a little group thing, like me and this guy. Like there was a little foursome.
DJ says his nipples are sensitive too.
Yeah, he has one that's like more sensitive though.
He
Do you
has one
pick
that's
on
more
it?
sensitive
Do you
than the
pick
other.
on it?
Yeah,
Tell us which one it is so we can pinch it.
No.
Well, I'm just going to play with them both and figure it out on my
Which
own.
one it is?
I just know that when I mess with that one, all of a sudden I can't breathe.
You can't breathe?
Yeah, because he's like never mind. Yeah.
Wait. Where is?
You have to
Wait a
get-
minute. Where is your face when you're pinching this nipple that you can't
I'm
breathe?
not gonna say I pinched it.
That you can't breathe or he can't breathe.
Oh, you're sucking on it, and he puts his body in her face, and she
Well, he
can't
kinda-
breathe.
You know, he, like I don't know.
He squeezes you closer
Yes.
to him.
You gotta bite that nipple while you're squeezing his cock.
Whoa.
Whoa. And
You're
what does
so
that
mean
do?
to the penis.
No, I'm not. I'm really good to the penis. I
Don't be
promise.
So mean to the
She
penis.
says, I promise.
I promise I'm good
I
to the
am
penis.
so glad I don't have a penis. Or sensitive nipples.
I don't know what to tell you, girls. I'm a little riled up today.
You are.
She told us she masturbated twice today. It's like,
I had to because I was studying this other thing that may save my life.
I can't wait to find out what that is.
I know, right? When's our first guest coming in?
Well, usually 7:30, but I can call it early if you like. We can go to a break.
Yeah, let's go to a break. You're listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com, the final frontier of free speech. Follow us on, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. You can get all of our info at SinCityBounty.motherfucking.com. We'll be right
Don't
back.
put the motherfucking in there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Bernice, did you hear? Did your son come home and tell you about that damn show that my daughter just told me about? Yes, he did, and I am very shocked, I tell you. Are you appalled? I became a little verklempt. I couldn't believe it. Can you believe they're going to have that smut on for 3 hours every Sunday? Sunday! But you know what? Between you and I listen to the show. I really like it. Well, I've got to admit that I have occasionally tuned in from 7 to 10. Sunday nights? But you know, I tune in at SinCityBounty.com and actually watch them. Have you seen some of the things they do in that studio? The boobies on these girls with the cleavage. I'm gonna say it. That Sweet Cheeks has an ass that could go for days. I'm jealous. My husband, Maurice, he loves it. And that one girl, what's her name? Calypso? And I just love her. I love Calypso. Well, I think we should keep it between the two of us. Don't let the kids know we listen to the show, because I think I like it. I like it too.
The Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. Find us at SinCityBounty.com.
Welcome back to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com. We are going to have a very special phone guest coming in.
We love her, and she loves us.
And I own at least one of her shirts.
I do too.
So we have Diva Denise from the Thick Nation.com. And for those of you who live here in Vegas and probably in other parts of the country,
she's back and forth.
She's all over the place, and she usually has a booth set up, and she has tons of shirts that say things like "Thick girls do it better,"
"Thick girls rock,"
and "Thick girls taste better."
And
that's right.
And if you're not friends with her on Facebook, you need to be, because she puts up some true to the life stuff about how men should treat their women. I love you, honey. You tell it like it is.
Hey, sis, how are you?
We're good, honey. We're good. We wish you were with us, but I know you're in California this weekend, huh?
Yes, big girls, we ride bikes too, so I had a bike event last night, so I had to represent.
This girl is all over the place. You pop up every place.
What kind of bike are you riding, Diva?
Nothing at the moment right now, but in the future I hope to get a 3-wheeler. You know, I got a big butt, so big girls need the extra cushion for the pushing.
When she says bike, she means motorcycle. For those of you who don't habla.
Motorcycle.
Is it? Oh, that kind of bike event. See, I'm thinking you're pedaling, girlfriend.
She's thinking Tour de France shit instead of
fat girl shit.
Yeah, and instead of
motorcycle. I'm a motorcycle chick.
Sturgis,
like $50,000 vibrators.
That's right.
Whoa, vibrators.
So have you ever taken your stuff up to Sturgis?
No, I haven't.
I think that should.
I sure haven't.
You need to make a Mecca trip to Sturgis, I think.
I probably do. There's a lot of places I need to go, and I'm just finding out about a lot of BBW events going on around the country, and I'm real excited about getting involved.
I wanted to ask, because when I first met you, it was the first time I had heard about you. And are you relatively new to the BBWC? But I had a feeling that you've been doing this on your own for like ever.
Well, I've been doing small stuff, or just like smaller groups in the Bay Area, and that's where I actually started. And I had no idea that everything that was going on in the world, in the BBW world, was going on. I had no idea until I came to Vegas, and it was a whole new light for me, and that was about 5 or 6 years ago.
Vegas ruins everyone.
Well, I know that she didn't know about FanFest at first,
right.
And we posted about the white party, and she sent me an info. How do I get in on this? Well, the morning we set up at FanFest, she was getting all set up, so she had got into FanFest at the last minute. And, girl, you stick with us. We'll make sure you know what's going on.
That's right.
Now, you have your...
It's funny because they see me at a different event, and that's how they contacted me, too, and asked me if I wanted to be a part of it. I had no idea what I was getting into.
Ah, you loved every minute of it, girl.
I did. I enjoyed myself.
No, but you've had your own events here in Vegas as well.
Say that again?
You've had your own events here in Vegas as well, like meet and greets. I remember we went to
the BHM one,
the BHM
South
meet
Point.
and greet, which is one of the best ideas ever. I love that.
Yeah,
we've got to make sure that gets out there that you're doing that.
I actually started it last year, and when I came in last year, I didn't know anything until then about the BBW Bash. I have been hearing some things, but I really didn't know what it was all about. So I attended my first bash this year, but my first event in Vegas was last year, and it was just a get-together weekend for members of the Thick Nation. And so we've kind of grown over the last 3 years, and our pages have just blew up, and I had no idea it was even going to get this big. But I'm really excited, and I'm happy to have Fat Man and Bowmania joining in with me as moderators. And we have a large fan base, not just in California or the Bay Area or Las Vegas or USA. We are all over the world now. So
that's awesome, girl.
Yeah, it's been a blessing, and I love the Thick Nation family. I love them.
Now, you got an event coming up next weekend here in town, right? Tell us about that. Isn't it your birthday bash?
Yeah, every year in August we do the Leo Bash. It's one of our events for the weekend, but it's our get-together weekend. And basically what it is members of the Thick Nation and people that love plus-size men and women can come to Vegas and just chill for the weekend. You know, we do a meet and greet on Friday, and then on Saturday we, have a little party. And in the meanwhile, they can all meet up with each other and enjoy the sights of Vegas, because I want to encourage them to partake in the local stuff, so keep our locals kind of busy out there in Vegas with the Thick Nation family. Always good to have money come in. So they come in once a year, and I try to do at least every other month something locally for the Thick Nation family that is there in Vegas. But of course, I travel around the country throughout the year, and I do small meet and greets. So I get to know the fans and the family members of the Thick Nation, and that's been a blessing as well. So I've been on the road a lot this past year, meeting a lot of people, and so hey, Atlanta and Tennessee, we're coming back to the South. I know they've been wanting to see us in the South and in New York City, so we're coming. It's just we're doing it one city at a time.
Wow, girl, you are all over. That's so awesome.
That is really awesome.
Now, you say something about the members of Thick Nation. How does one become a member of Thick Nation?
Well, actually, it is so easy. We have several Facebook pages. The Thick and Lovely Ladies was the brainchild for everything. I just did it as a local thing, and I'm a DJ as well. And I just thought I would, I've been wanting to throw some big girl parties, but we ended up building even more than that. Just beyond doing parties, we do a lot of charity events. And so we grew from there. And I'm happy to say we've been a part of the Ronald McDonough House. We've also given out a few scholarships for some local 12th graders going to college. In September, we'll be walking the 3-mile walk in Los Angeles for the Lupus Foundation. We've been very active with the Breast Cancer Research Month, and we just on and on we have gotten involved, and that has been our major focus, is not only for the plus size community, but for us to get involved as the plus size community and the community as a whole. And so that is where our focus is, just besides having a good time and embracing ourselves and celebrating our curves. And so we hope that people can click.
Oh, we lost her.
Uh-oh.
All
right, I'll try to get her back.
Get her back. But, wow, I didn't realize she was involved in all that. I mean, I know she was out there, and you always see her face all over the place, which is great, and her shirts.
I think the list of stuff she's not involved in is shorter.
You're absolutely right. And you know what? She's so much fun when you see her at an event.
She's
all over, and she's a hoot, and she's always smiling, and she's always happy.
And if you take your top off for her, she'll let you pose with her T-shirts.
That's right. We like that. She's got some great shirts, too.
She does. I have one of her spaghetti strap tank top thingies.
And we're going to be talking about her meet and greet event when we do the nationwide BBW Club calendar in a little bit. We're trying to get her back on the phone, see what's going on.
I think her phone just cut out. She's in California, and they have notoriously bad reception all over out there.
Oh, we got her back.
Yeah, here she comes.
Okay. Hey, girl, we got you back?
Yeah, I'm back. That's technology for you, you know?
Sure is.
But anybody can jump on to our Facebook pages. We're Thick and Lovely Ladies or the Big Handsome Men, and you'll find us everywhere on Facebook.
Well, that's cool. So, you have the August 17th event coming up, and you said you were doing a walk for charity later. Do you have any other events coming up in Vegas or in California?
Like I said, this coming weekend, the 16th weekend, we'll be in Vegas. And I believe it's the last weekend in September, we'll be doing the Lupus Walk. And October, it's the breast cancer fundraisers. So every month we got a toy drive coming up. There's something always going on, and there's a big need for people to get involved. So if you want to get involved, you can. We're building our new website, which is www.thethicknation.com. That's going to be our new website. That's our new home. So we're building it right now. You're more than welcome to check back there to get involved. Also, our clothing line is Thick Girls Rock Clothing on Facebook. You can always check there. Things that we are doing is always going to be posted on any one of our pages. Please join us. We also are doing the Thick Nation Challenge. We're trying to get, not necessarily to get our plus-size people to lose all this crazy weight. We just want them to be healthy. We've lost so many BHMs and BBWs recently to different things, and it's like it's just something so simple. Checking your blood pressure, taking your vitamins, your walk is all important. So we just want to encourage people to get involved and get healthy physically, emotionally, and mentally. Just join us on this quest that we're doing. It's not like a 90-day thing. It's an everyday for life thing that we're doing. So just click on our pages, join us. Even if you're in another group, it's okay. We're all part of the Thick Nation family. We're all one community, and I'm hoping that we can build together and you know, kind of unite stronger than what we have been recently. So,
and if someone
I'm loving it.
If someone wants to buy your shirts, but you're not standing right next to them so that they can they go online and buy them?
They sure can. Go to Thick Girls Rock Clothing on Facebook. We have our stores there. There's always links there to our store. We're building a new website just for the clothing line. And my daughter has also started a line for teens and college-age girls because that's a real tough time period for a lot of young ladies. And we want them to know that no matter what size you are, to love yourself, love the skin that you're in, and love up every wiggle and jiggle that you got. So my daughter has embraced, and she's joined in with us, and you can go to sticksandstacks.com or Thick Girls Rock Clothing on Facebook. You'll find us everywhere.
Diva, I love your messages. Yes. I love your messages for the young people, for being healthy at any size. You got it going on, sister. Love it.
And I love that new little dress you got, too.
Right?
You know, I have to speak from the heart, and if you're on my Facebook page or one of the many 5,000 on each page, I speak a lot from experience. I've been in entertainment for over 20 years, and I see things differently. So when I speak my mind, I speak off the cuff, and I know sometimes my crazy thoughts be like way out in left field, but it makes you say, makes you think about it.
Well, they've locked you out a few times on Facebook, haven't they, sister?
They have. You know, the bigger that you get, you have your haters. And you have people that don't like progress. But you know something? We always say our haters are our motivators. So we just keep going. They kicked me off of the Facebook for 4 or 5 days. We even got shut down for 3 weeks on the Thick and Lovely Ladies page. But you know something? We keep coming back. And we actually came back stronger because we have like 43,000 fans just on page number 1 and almost 10,000 on page 2. And so we also got a Sexy and Singles page, and I think we got about 22,000 fans on that. And shouts out to all the big guys out there because now they've reached over 10,000 on the Big Handsome Men page. So we're steady growing. So, hey, all of our haters out there, you know, we love you too. And the skinny people out there, we love you just as well.
Well, we're some of your biggest fans right here, girl.
Yeah, we are.
Really are. I love what you're doing. We want to get you involved, and we've got some things planned on the back end that we can't really talk about yet on the radio, but we want to get you involved in a lot of that stuff because we just love your energy. It's awesome.
Thank you very much. And you know something? It's been a pleasure meeting everybody that I've been meeting since I've touched back down in Vegas. It's all been a blessing, and I just thank you for supporting and getting to know me as Denise or Diva D, and embracing what I'm doing. And I love what y'all are doing, because I had no clue about any of this. So this is fantastic, and I love it, and I wish you guys the best and much success in everything that you all do, and thank you for including me and thinking of me.
And we still want you. Listen, we still want you in the studio, because I want you to come in and start talking about some dating. I know you got some serious ideas about dating and men and women, and we need to get you in the studio for a few hours, and we're just gonna bash, girl, all of us. We're just gonna tear it up and talk about dating. So when you're in town, I know next weekend's out because you got your potty going on, but we got to get you in the studio on a Sunday night, girl.
Well, I actually will be in town next Sunday, but I will be in Vegas more often, because I've been kind of slowing down and trying to simplify life a little bit, and really trying to focus on the Thick Nation movement. So you'll be seeing more of me locally, and I'll still be traveling, but just not as much as I have been.
Good. We want you here more. We want you here more, and we want you at more events here in town.
Because we're selfish bitches.
We're selfish, and we want you.
There.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, Diva.
Say it again.
Thank you so much for being on the phone with us, at least.
Oh, thank you. And I hope to see everybody at the Leo Bash. Diva turned 45. I'm proud to say I'm 45, and I'm just going to celebrate with all the other Leos out there. Come on down to the Red Label Lounge next Saturday, if you can, at 10 o'clock. DJ Fact will be in the mix doing his thing, and we're just going to be in the house. And just come. I don't even care what size you are. Just come on down.
That's right.
And enjoy yourself.
All right, honey. Thank you. We love you lots, and
love you too.
We're fans. So keep up the work.
I'll see you Saturday.
I will.
We'll see you Saturday. I will too.
Cool.
Bye, honey.
All right, everybody. Take care.
You
Bye-bye.
too.
So,
bye-bye.
For those of you who follow us on Facebook and Twitter, I Twittered and Facebooked all of the links to go to find Diva Denise and her
Thick
clothing Nation. And the Thick Nation, the Thick and Lovely Ladies, and all that. So you can go get your own T-shirts. And her cover picture for the Thick and Lovely Ladies is beautiful, bright pink, and it's right there in your face. Let you know that thick girls are lovely.
Yeah,
we are.
And she's fun. Her energy is so good.
It is.
And I didn't realize she had so much charity things going on. So I already loved her before we talked to her. I love her more now. Because
people who do stuff for free just get your giggies going, don't they?
Yeah, well, not this is for free, but just for I'm always yay for the underdog.
Yeah.
Except for Mitt Romney, but that's a whole other story.
I just got a text from Andre.
Yes, I think we're calling our next guest at 8 o'clock. So
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. So we got 20 minutes. I want to hear Sweet Cheeks' fucking update.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
We're going to talk about it already?
Well, we actually have we've got a surprise call-in, so
let's
you
do
actually
that
only have
first.
7 minutes.
Well,
What
do
a
we want to
surprise
talk about
call-in.
No, let's...
What is it going to take you
I
longer
got a
than
text
7
from
minutes?
Andre, too.
It's what Miss McLean's number, I believe.
Yes.
Shirley McLean. No. I mean, Stephanie McLean.
Well, okay, you guys want to know what I've been looking into and studying? I have to...
The Kama Sutra?
No. Cuckling and chastity.
Cuckolding?
Cuckolding?
Cuckling. Or men being cuckolded.
Yes, cuckolding.
Cuckold. C-U-C-K-O-L-D.
Oh, I know what cuckolding is.
Oh, we know
Well,
what it is.
I've heard the word, okay, and I kind of knew, but I didn't really know all the ins and outs, okay? So,
You've been researching it.
Researching it, and I think it might be my solution to what because...
You want to be a cuckolder?
Yes.
Okay, wait,
I got to set you up with an account on FetLife.
We have to explain what cuckolding is for those
I'm
who
gonna
don't
talk
know.
about it.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about it. Basically, what it is a man and a woman, and the man. First of all, there's several cuckolding devices that it's like a harness or a cage or a chain that a man puts on his penis, which stops him from having an erection.
Oh no, that's CBT. That's
What's CBT?
Cock and ball torture.
No. This has nothing to do with torture.
That's what it
Okay,
is.
I'm just telling you, because I Googled my word, and I'm telling you what I got, okay? So, I think Google knows the terms, okay?
Well, anyway. I don't think Google does in this instance.
Well, no, it's not. No, it's not torture. It's not torture.
Okay.
It is a way to stop a man from getting an erection, and then the key is held by his woman or his wife or whatever, so that he can't get this off. Now, there's several different ways this can work. Now, of course, it's all about the woman. It's all about the woman and all about the woman being in control. Okay, so she holds the key. So in several cases, or a lot that I've read, is like the woman goes out and has a date, usually with somebody with a much bigger cock, and comes home and tells her man about it and gets her pussy licked, and she decides if and when he gets to unlock the key and if he gets to come, if he gets to be satisfied. And it could go months and months without the woman letting her man be satisfied and it being all about her. So I was thinking about this now. This is a good way to not put all my eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying?
She's gonna have a whole necklace.
You know what?
With
It was
keys
really.
on it.
It's really
A
kind of
necklace with keys.
not that I. Whenever I
She's
thought
gonna be
about
like the Shiva with the necklace of skulls or whatever it is.
No, I only need one key. I only need one key because then that's your person. Now, when people talk about the whole dom submissive thing, I can't be submissive. I just can't. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not that way in real life, and I know people that they're very strong women in real life, but in their sex life they like the submissive role. Not for me. Then when I always thought of the dom sub thing the other way around, you think of the woman in leather and the guy with the mask on, and the safe word and all that stuff in the whip. I can play that game. Not what I want total in my life.
The dominatrix. You don't want to be the dominatrix.
But this is totally different.
So here's cuckolding as I know it. This is actually a really good article about it. It's called The Intellectual Sex Fetish. Cuckoldry is defined as a wife's infidelity. Chaucer and Shakespeare characterized it as the ultimate shame. So perhaps it's no surprise that today it's developed into a fairly popular fetish. The internet is rife with husbands enthusiastically soliciting other men, often larger, hotter, sexier men than themselves, to have sex with their wives while they watch. Now that is the general description of cuckoldry.
Right, and I was told that it was the man can watch, or the man can you could go on a date and come home and tell him about everything that happened. But you should look up cuckolding devices. Okay, they're like a cage that goes over the penis.
Okay. Just so you know, if you mention that to any dude and tell him you want to cuckold him and then present this thing to him, if he knows what cuckolding means and then you present this device to cage his balls and penis, he will run.
Well,
which is why you need to set you up an account of FetLife, because there's guys looking
First of all,
for that.
I'm already talking to somebody. That's how I learned about it. Okay. So
where'd you meet this one?
I'll tell you a really strange thing. I have not. Well, first of all, I got back on my POF this week. Okay, but this is not a POF dude. And back in the day when I used to be on Yahoo all the time, there was all kinds of
creepos.
Yes. So anyway, I rarely log into Yahoo. Rarely. But I logged into Yahoo this week, and there was this guy that I had been talking to for years, and we just chit chat, and he likes BBWs and this, that, and the other. And I remember him telling me that he tended to be a submissive man, but we never really got into what kind of submissive man. And so we were talking about it, and so of course I have to look it up, and I'm like, it was really turning me on. Like, it was like, whoa. And so I kind of like the idea of me having all the control and it being all about me. In other words, keep your fucking cage on and lick my pussy, bitch. I could do that.
But that's kind of being a dominatrix.
But it's different. It's not. It's not. I never knew that.
She's not going to dress up in leather and whip him. She's just going to make him eat her pussy a lot.
Yeah, and then he doesn't get to come until I tell him he
his
can.
dick out of the cage.
Yeah, and his dick isn't allowed out of the cage.
Does that turn you on, that part of it? Where
what?
He doesn't get to come until you say so?
You know what? Not that part turns me on. It's the control that it's about me. And I agree that there would be a lot of times where I just take that fucker off and fuck me. Because that's just how I am.
That'll be when the key is lost.
It will be when the key is lost.
But if you truly go into the whole thing, I may have already been fucked.
Okay, so
by somebody else.
When you go shopping for this device, you have to go to the cock and ball torture department to get
that's
it.
where you will find it.
Well,
That's
I
the
just
only
found a
place
few
to find it.
websites that they sell them.
I am going to hook you the motherfuck up. Just so you know, I know every place to go.
So Diamond Dave told you to ask Siri what is cuckolding.
Yeah, ask Siri.
Oh.
That's what
And
Siri.
DJ's carpet in 4 different posts said not happening.
You sleep really hard, honey.
You're gonna put one. You know
Siri,
what? You could put
please
one of those
define
on while
cuckolding.
he's sleeping.
No, that motherfucker would wake up like the fucking Hulk.
Well,
and
the
his
thing
shit
is
would come
that
out of the
okay.
cage.
The thing is that your man can wear this for a long time.
Okay.
So like he can go like DJ who's
Right.
out of town.
Right.
You would assure him that A, he could not cheat, and B, he could not masturbate.
Right, and then I have to explain why he
got
has
blue
no
balls?
dick or nuts when he gets electrified, and that metal conducts the electricity.
You can get plastic and PVC ones and
Okay.
leather.
Yeah, they do have.
So here is Siri's definition. Input, interpretation, cuckolding, English word. Definitions. Result. 1, noun.
No, I think
A
Dave
man
wanted you to
who's-
talk into it and see how Siri answers. You know how you did
well-
that last week?
Yes, but this is how she answered me, was with this.
But I want her to say it out loud.
Oh, we'll see. Siri, have you ever been cuckolded?
If you like, I can search the web for Siri, have you ever been cuckolded?
Just ask what is
Sometimes she has no sense
ask
of humor.
what is cuckolding.
What is cuckolding?
Checking my sources.
Poor
Answer your
Siri.
question.
Cuckolding, English word. Same things.
Oh,
Definitions
so
of
she's
So
not
cuckolding.
gonna talk
DJ
about
said
it.
it can be about you and him without putting it on lockdown, which is true.
No, it's true, but part of the fantasy for the man is they
For
want
this
them.
particular man.
Yes.
Okay.
And from stuff I've read, a lot of men this
There
is
are
an issue
there are
for.
other men that just like to watch their women with several men, which
Now-
is what I know cuckolding
Normally.
as.
Now,
what
see,
cuckolding is.
when I was in a swinging relationship, my man would like me to. We would swing in the same room. Him with one bed, me on another. But when we got home, the big fascination was to replay what the guy did to me, how it felt. Now I understand that. This is preventing him from actually achieving orgasm or at that moment till you say it's time. When I say, I may take it out of that thing, suck it till it's ready to come and put that bullshit back on and say, you done, baby. You ain't coming tonight.
That is the very definition of a dominatrix.
Of a
Yes, it is.
but I don't. Okay, I'm just telling you, in my mind, when you think of dominatrix, don't you think of leather and whips and heels?
No.
I do.
But then when I think of dominant, I don't think of leather and whips and heels and chains.
Well,
and
maybe
that-
it's because I
that's-
wasn't educated.
that's
Now
what-
I'm getting edumacated.
Well, see, the part that you're thinking
doing a lot of
of
research on that.
I am.
the part that you're thinking of with the leather and the whips and the chains, that's the actual scene part of the whole domination and submission relationship.
Right.
There's more to it than that.
Well,
There's
I'm
a
learning
whole
this. I'm learning
emotional
this.
aspect to it.
I'm learning this, and I'll tell you, like, I've never thought of myself as kind of being like.
A dom?
Yeah. Because
Although yours is spelled D-O-M-M-E instead of just D-O-M.
Why?
Because it's the feminine version.
Okay. I see. I learned that just now.
See?
So, so you know what? It's intrigued me enough. Well, you got to make them get soft again.
Yeah. You gotta make
Put
them
it
get
back
soft
on.
again.
Now, some of them were brutal. Some of them were just a cage, but there were some that were had spikes, so that if you
Hence CBT.
in the least bit, got aroused, it would hurt. Now I'm not.
The ones
I'm
that
not
I've
into
always
pain.
found interesting, not that I would ever do it because I am a cock worshipper, less a cock torturer, and the ones that I've always found interesting though are the ones that have the urethral plug.
I seen that,
And it's usually just a very thin piece of
Rod
metal
or
or plastic
whatever,
or
yeah.
rod or whatever that goes in the penis, and then everything else kind of wraps around the penis and then comes up around the ballies and balls and just keeps it all put together.
I'm not into hurting the penis, so it's not that I want one with spikes or I want,
So
but
you want a fluffy one.
She
A
wants
fluffy penis or a
She
fluffy
wants a
cage?
fur-lined
It's gonna
CB
look
cage.
like Elmo.
The whole thing of this is more
like furry handcuffs?
I got the key, na 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 na. You know, that's more of kind of what it was.
That is the
Or-
intellectual domination.
Or, you know, the fact that I could have other cock. You know, that's not a bad idea either.
Lord Rex goes, how does one urinate with the cage on without making a huge mess?
Well, I don't know.
if as long as you don't have the urethral plug in it, your penis hole is just fine.
Yes.
Urethra plug.
Yes, that's true. You're right. You know, I imagine but you know, you
stand closer to the toilet, you messy fucker.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
That's
sit down.
right.
So-
sit down.
So I don't know. You know, I don't know. I've never been involved in this. This is all kind of new. I know that I'm not.
Alexia can't breathe.
I'm not into pain. You know.
I'm just hearing the noises of the cage knocking against the toilet seat when he's shitting.
Shit! Have you looked up what this cage looks like?
Whoa, well, I've seen quite a few.
We've seen
Yeah. So it's just kind of intriguing. Like, I think I could do this.
Lord Rex says cage splashing in the water.
Listen, buddy, I've only ever met one dude whose cage would splash in the fucking water, and I'm sure it's not you, honey bun.
So the cage is I assume, come in various sizes.
You just want to try it to see if you like it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea of it I like.
There are a lot of guys. You're absolutely right. There are a lot of guys who really like that sort of being restricted
woman having their control.
kind of thing.
Yeah, like their woman having that control.
But I'm telling you, it's a dominatrix relationship.
Well, yeah. I mean, I mean, how can it not be? You know, I mean, yeah. You know,
You will eventually have to move into a more emotional, dominating sort of. You very, very few people just want one part of that type of relationship. There's very few people that just want.
What do you mean?
There's people who they start out as bedroom submissives, bedroom dominants, you know, things like that, where it's just in the bedroom. It's just in the bedroom, honey, just in the bedroom.
Okay.
And well, we're gonna segue. We'll get back to this in a minute.
Can we? I want to learn.
But we have a mysterious guest in. Identify, right? Identify Facebook and Twitter.
Hey, you're listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com. We just talked to Diva Denise. We've been talking about cock and ball torture, even though
It was not cock and ball torture we were talking about. I don't want to hurt no balls, and I don't want to hurt no cocks. Okay?
She just wants to put them in a cage and let them out when she wants.
That's it. I want to put them in a cage and release them when I want.
And we've been talking about cuckolding. And we have a great guest coming in at 8:00. We have Stephanie McLean from American Dream Pageants, who's going to be talking to us on the phone. And then at 9:00, we have Las Vegas Showgirls football team.
Dion Lee, right?
Dion Lee. Coach Dion Lee is going to be in studio with us. And but right now we have a special guest on the phone because I have been following their adventures through the United States of America because they had to drive all the way back to Florida. And now they're making their way back very slowly in the most wayward of paths.
Most
They're eating at some great places, though, if you look at their Facebook pages.
Right?
Yeah.
I think yesterday it was Red Devil pancakes. No. What's the cake?
Velvet.
Red Velvet pancakes. Oh, my God, woman.
Hello there.
Hello.
Well, introduce who it is.
Well, I think everybody should know. She's been on the show plenty of times. We have Platinum Pussy. Platinum Pussy. You got the other girls with you, too? Mimi and Desiree?
They're right here.
Hi, ladies. Love you.
Hi.
We're following your adventures as you have hot tub parties all through the South.
We just got out the hot tub just now, actually.
That's
awesome.
Where are you at right now?
We're in Hotlanta.
Hot
Feeling awfully
Atlanta.
waterlogged.
Hotlanta, Georgia.
Are you enjoying yourselves down there?
We are having an absolute blast. We went and we have acquired Mimi Melons. It was just Desiree and I, but now it's the Traveling Tramps tour.
And in the meantime, you're posting things about BBW Fan Fest 2013, right?
Absolutely. Working hard on it. We're working on sponsors. We've acquired our first major sponsor for the award show already, and that's going to be Sensational Video and Plumper Pass.
We've already been planning our stuff for FanFest next year.
And making room on the shelf for the other one.
That's right.
I hope you're already thinking of ideas for my Lush Wagon, ladies.
Your Lush Wagon is still together in my garage.
I cannot wait.
We're going to pimp it out like crazy.
We sure are.
And we're making space, like Mama said, on the shelf for our next award next year.
Well, I'm going to be heading up New Jersey in November 9th through the 11th, and doing Exotica. Exotica has set us up with a nice row of a mini BBW Fan Fest for the East Coast.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Friday night,
it is my birthday.
Woo! We're having a party for Mimi and Desiree. It's going to be a BBW weekend.
I can't believe you're not celebrating your birthday here with us, girlfriend. We got to have another party when you get here.
Well, my birthday is actually on the 9th when the Exotica opens, so that's why we're having it there. But we will definitely be having another party when we make it back to Vegas.
Yay.
When is it that Desiree comes to town and it's not a party?
Right, that's what I was. Any excuse to party.
Well, Desiree says I'm never the designated driver because I'm always the designated drinker.
That's right.
I know
I'm almost ashamed that I have that reputation. Note I say almost.
No, you do have that reputation.
We know already.
And don't forget, Mimi's birthday's on Halloween.
Woo! That's my grandson's birthday. Halloween. Mimi was a boo baby, huh? You were a boo baby, Mimi?
Yeah, I give out tricks and treats.
Ooh. You naughty thing, you.
So, Mimi, are you making it all the way back to Vegas with Desiree and Platinum?
Not this go-round, but I am relocating in February when my lease is up. So watch out.
We got everybody coming to Vegas. It's great.
BBW Porn Star Central here in Vegas.
You guys are having such a good time.
Well,
I think Desiree and I have become like the official Las Vegas BBW recruiters. Like, we're all over the country like, you should come to Vegas.
Do you have a stack of our cards with you? Because you should.
We're going to open up a home for the wayward BBW porn stars of America. Or the world. Fuck it. We'll just go international with this shit.
Well, the Cupcake Girls will be there for you.
They'll bring you cupcakes.
Absolutely. We love Cupcake Girls.
I do, too. They were great at FanFest, by the way. They were awesome.
With their sneaky cupcakes.
They were great. We're so excited for FanFest next year, and all I keep hearing on Facebook is how many people are, like, planning to come that weren't there this year. You know, they're like, we're coming. You know, they
this year we're go ahead.
No, I was going to say they don't want to miss out because they heard what a great time it was.
They shouldn't. This year we're going to focus on the fans. We want to have a big fan turnout, and of course it's going to be bigger and better parties, and we're going to have a blast.
And we're going to have a motorboat booth in our our cubicle.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah,
a motorboat booth.
We're going to have a motorboat booth, constantly staffed by somebody with big titties, and make donations for a charity. And
that's right.
We're going to have a motorboat booth.
Tips for tits.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, tips for tits.
That's what we've been doing along the road because Desiree has this habit of like flashing the truckers and then they'll honk. They'll be like, arr, arr. So we started this thing, and we're going to put on the window a decal that says "Tips for Tits."
So where are you guys headed next? You're in Atlanta now. Where are you headed to next?
Raleigh, North Carolina, Norfolk, Virginia, D.C., New Jersey, New York, and then back on down to Florida where we're going to pick up our car and head west again, and we're going to hit up a couple places along the way like Little Rock and Texas, and then we'll be Vegas.
That's
wow,
awesome.
I'm jealous.
And I want to go with.
You'll be posting on your Facebooks during your trip so people can meet you when you get to their town and everything?
Yep, absolutely.
Hot tub parties across the world. It's the Hot Tub Hotties.
That's right. So for Desiree Divine, of course, it's Desiree Divine on Facebook. And Platinum, it's Carrie Platinum Pussy Anthony on Facebook. And Mimi, does Mimi have a Facebook?
Yes, Mimi Mellon.
Mimi Mellon.
Yeah, but I got out. Yeah, she's out of Facebook jail now.
Okay. All right. So anybody can go follow you and follow your progress through the eastern United States and come meet you when you get to their town.
That's right.
And on Twitter, we have a hashtag on Twitter. It's 3T. So it's hashtag 3, the number 3, and the letter T. And that's for the Traveling Tramps tour. It's our 3T tour.
Nice. The 3T tour. Awesome.
So you can follow our adventures on Twitter, hashtag number 3, letter T.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Well, thanks for calling in, lady.
We're jealous.
Thanks for having us. We love you.
We love you. Can't wait for you to hit Vegas so we can party like rock stars.
All right, baby. See you later.
All right, bye. You're listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com. What the hell happened there?
Oh, that was her phone. That was me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was taking us out for our 8 o'clock break. We'll be right back.
Crap. No,
Playing music, playing music.
This is Jim Jonas asking you to listen to Veterans in Politics. Veterans in Politics is a weekly broadcast internet talk show hosted by myself, Jim Jonas, and Steve Sanson, president of Veterans in Politics Incorporated, that airs every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. at www.vegasallnetradio.com. Veterans in Politics' sole purpose is to teach, educate, and inform veterans on issues and the candidates that will affect them. Too many politicians say they support veterans and their issues, but their actions tell a different story. Here at Veterans in Politics, we will expose these politicians by giving them a chance to come in and explain their actions to veterans so veterans can truly make informed decisions. Listen every Saturday to stay informed and to hold politicians accountable for their votes.
Join Alexia, Sierra, Calypso, and Sweet Cheeks for a no-holds-barred show on VegasAllNetRadio.com, the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, where we talk about dating, love, life, and sex. Tune in Sundays from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Are you brave enough? The Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. Visit us at SinCityBounty.com.
Hey, this is Munch from the Geek Lounge. In case you haven't heard, the Geek Lounge is the one-stop shop for talk about all things anime, comics, manga, video games, movies, and everything geekdom. Tune in every Sunday at 4 on VegasAllNetRadio.com and geek out with us. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook at The Geek Lounge and on Twitter, Geek_Lounge. Geeks, be thou for the people.
Oh, me. Welcome back to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com, the final frontier of free speech. If you want to like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter, just go to our website, SinCityBounty.com. In the meantime, if you're looking for some good, clean fun or some dirty, sexy, naughty fun, go to NationwideBBWClubCalendar.com. NationwideBBWClubCalendar.com.
Or the same on Facebook?
It's the same on Facebook. If you have any questions or want any more information, you can go to our website and find all of that information there. All of these come straight from the club calendar. We write them down and then bring them to you. If your club is not mentioned, it's your own damn fault. Nationwide, BBWClubCalendar.com. Friday, August 17th at Club Deluptuous BBW in Orlando. BBW Back to School Party. Best schoolgirl outfit wins a $50 bar tab. Oh, I've got that hands down. Go to ClubDeluptuousBBW.com for more information.
You were so worried about making sure you said deluptuous.
I was, and I fucked everything else up.
And with our friend Diva Denise, the Thick Nation Vegas weekend that's coming up, they'll be having a meet and greet old school pool party at the Las Vegas Hilton Friday night from 7 to 10. Look for the Thick Nation Cabana 2-for-1 drinks. Then on Saturday night, they'll be over at the Red Label Lounge on Sahara and the Strip.
The Strip. BBW and BHM Sports Night Club Plush in Tampa, Florida. Saturday, August 18th. Represent your favorite sports team. Best sports fan wins a $35 bar tab. Man, they give away bar tabs in Florida. We're moving to Florida.
Okay, that's where Vendetta is.
That's right. ClubPlushTampa.com.
Diva Delight Summer Affair, hosted by Club Impulse and V Entertainment, Saturday, August the 18th, women free till 10:30. It's at the Upside Down Bar in Montclair, California. For more info, go to www.club-impulse.com.
Rock Your Curves Fashion Summer Splash Fashion Show, Saturday, August 25th. It's the fashion show for all size models at the Wyndham Hotel in Irvine, California. Go to rockyourcurvesfashion.com for further information.
BBW and BHM Community of Central Florida will be having speed dating, hosted by Club Deluptuous BBW. Friday, September the 7th, 7:30 to 9:30. One lucky couple will win a dinner and a movie date. Check out clubdeluptuousbbw.com.
BBWcruise.com, Saturday, September 16th through the... Or not Saturday, it's just September 16th through the 23rd.
You're fucking up.
I am. 7 days, St. Thomas, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, and St. Martin? Martin. Book now at BBWcruise.com.
Chunky Fine presents Live the Lifestyle, Not the Size Cruise 2012, September the 20th through the 24th. For more information, www.chunkyfine.com.
Chunky Fine.
Thursdays are always thick at the Power Exchange. For more info here in Vegas, go to powerexchange.com. We need a little whip sound effect to throw in there.
BBW Vegas Bash Cruising, leaving from Long Beach, California to Mexico, 7 days on the Carnival Inspiration. January 13th. For booking info, go to Facebook page BBW Vegas Bash Cruising.
Little Darlings in Las Vegas is once again having their BBW Strip Contest Saturday, October 27th. Stay tuned for more details.
Excellence BBW with our wonderful friend Mr. Stu Bow. We'll be having Winter Weekend in Vegas, February the 7th through the 10th at our favorite Tuscany Hotel and Casino. For more information, check out Excellence BBW, XLENCE BBW on Facebook.
And on Twitter, by the way.
Okay,
yes,
on Twitter also.
And just so you know, it is actually a bit chilly in February, so you may need to bring a one piece instead of a bikini.
Fuck that! Hot tub!
I love Hippie Chicks. I've been watching Hippie Chicks' post on Facebook, and she asked the greatest question ever, which was, are we going to be able to have private hot tub parties?
I have a hot tub at my place, and I think...
Well, you know, the Tuscany's been known to let private parties happen, and their hot tub is not tiny. You know,
no,
it's not a bad size. But,
it's not necessarily private. It's like right in the courtyard.
You get a bunch of BBWs and the men who love us together. I'm sure we will have no problem finding ways to entertain ourselves.
Things that'll probably get you arrested.
So you can find all of these events at SinCityBounty.com. Click on the events page, and you'll see the nationwide BBW Club calendar.
Yes.
The calendar is
and
on
if you
the
have
page.
events that are not listed, or you know some events in your city, get to your moderator, tell them to start posting it, because if it's posted on the page, we'll talk about it on the radio.
Florida's doing a damn good job of it.
Florida, California does a great job, too, of getting their events up.
We just need everybody in between.
What's crazy is I hear of events otherwise, but we don't announce them unless they're on that page. So we're not pulling them out of thin air, guys, and we're not cutting them down, so put them on there.
That's right.
You got it, baby.
All right, so the phone number that I have for our guest is not working, so I just texted our contact, and they're going to be sending us a new number.
Did you get a new message from our contact a few minutes ago?
No.
Let me forward you that.
Okay.
Did I get a new message?
So, one part of my catch-up this week has to do with the phrase, fuck my fat pussy.
Oh! She can't say without
She was able to giggle through it. That was awesome. Say it again.
No. So the man and I, of course, were having a wonderful session. And he decided he was going to tease the hell out of me. And I'm not talking about just tease where he stops and everything is still together.
He pulled out?
He pulled out!
Evil bastard.
Oh.
Not once, but 3 times.
Wow.
See, he was teasing himself.
Tease.
Not only you, that was teasing himself.
And on the last run, he says, "Do you like my cock inside you, baby?"
And did you say it? Did you say it?
Wait. He says, "I want you to say something for me
first." He made you say it before he put his penis back in.
I'm in love with Silent
Of
Mike.
course, I giggled for
training.
about 15 minutes before I finally said it.
Come on, tell us how you said it. How did you say it? Come on.
Well, you know how it goes.
No, come on. No, I don't know how it went at that moment. Tell us.
No.
Tell us.
She was
Anyway,
mad.
Say
Then
it.
she's like,
Fuck my fat pussy.
Yes, I did.
yeah, that's what she said. Yeah.
I had to giggle first, though. And I giggled after, of course. Which you probably like because the whole pussy clenches.
When you laugh. Yeah. You contract. Yeah.
So that's part of my catch-up.
Giggle clench.
Guys, girls, we have to give her a new line now because fuck my fat pussy's done. We need a new line.
We do need a new line.
Don't give him any ideas.
Oh,
Thank you very
we'll
much.
have a new line.
Oh, we're going to send him a whole list.
Yeah.
Once a month, it'll be a new line. She's got to practice.
All right. Well, we got to come up with them before the end of the show.
All right.
All right.
Listeners, those of you who are on chat, give us some lines that Alexia can learn to practice. Some dirty
great
talk.
idea. We need some dirty talk for
I know
Alexia.
DJ can do it. He's nasty.
Email him.
Yeah, email him to us because Ustream's just going to
Put
beep them
dots
out.
in.
Or if you have any of our cell phones, go ahead and text us.
Yeah, text us.
Too funny.
Awesome.
Oh my God, I'm so glad. You know what? My Silent Mike is my hero now for making her do that.
That is
I
pretty
love
good.
that. That was a good
Job.
trick. He must have been thinking about that for a while.
I know. He's planning it because he's a devious fuck.
And he's
just
over there
planning it.
going, yeah, give her a new line. Give her a new line.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna use
Like
that.
something
Ladies are
like
killing me.
something like stuff my cock in your big pussy, baby.
Well, no, she has to say stuff your cock
In my big pussy. Yeah, I know. I was totally thinking
But no,
it
we
from
can
the
give her
other
a
end.
good one. Like if
I
they're
got
doing it
this
from
message.
behind, I always say, grab my big fucking hips.
Grab my big fucking hips.
pull.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
they do
me
do
hard.
it from behind a
Fuck
lot.
me hard,
We do it
baby.
from. We have our favorite position. It's where I'm on my side.
Okay, so we need a good line for that one.
Oh my God, I'm so like crazy right now. Just thinking about
She's all tingly in her no-no zone. That's awesome. Do we have our guest on the line?
it. No, because I got the. Oh, maybe.
Yay, guest.
Is the guest there?
We're finding out.
So you're going to teach me about a man being cuckolded?
I will point you in the right direction. I've never
I'm
done
not
it 'cause
going on
I'm not-
FetLife.
You should.
You know, our friends Horny Hans told me to go on FetLife too.
Yes, you should.
I never thought of myself as a fetish kind of girl, but maybe I'm
This
getting
is
there.
technically a
Maybe
fetish.
I'm getting there.
And you are technically, for all intents and purposes, though we try to tell people that fat people aren't fetishes.
We do. We try to stay away from that. So I consider myself a specialty item, not a fetish.
Which turns out to be the same thing. Hey, we have we have a great guest on the phone. We have Stephanie McLean from American Dream Pageant, and she's going to be telling us about some upcoming events that she has. Hello, Stephanie.
How are you?
Wonderful. How are you doing today?
Doing good.
Thanks for coming on, Stephanie.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us about American Dream Pageant. What are you guys all about?
Are you first of all, are you like the pageant coordinator? Are you a participant? What's your position with the pageant?
I own the pageant and direct it.
Okay, great. So tell us a little about it. What's coming up?
A lot of things are coming up in different ways. Our women are, let me just first say that we're a little bit different than some pageants that people see on TV. We're not about the women that are just 6 foot tall and 100 pounds.
Yay.
Huh?
I said yay. I'm glad you're not just about that.
Well, we're about women who accomplish things in life and who do a lot of things to help out for different charities, for different events, who have worked really hard to achieve their dreams. And that's what our pageant is about, more about achievements and accomplishing things.
So let me ask you a question. You know, I know like most pageants that you know we see on TV or whatever, you know, there's categories. They get so much for congeniality and so much for looks and so much for the bathing suit competition. What are some of those kind of categories that your girls are ranked on?
They have interview. We do a very extensive interview with each person that comes in. We want to know that they can not only talk to 3 people at a table, they can be able to be on the radio and speak in front of 500 or 5,000 people and talk about how to achieve your dreams. And that's very important.
Okay, so that gives a really high score. Are they also scored on appearance and their physical
Sure,
attributes
sure.
also?
I
Yes,
mean,
okay.
of course, no matter what you do in life, you have to, when you're out, you want to have a nice appearance. So
right.
you have people that are judges do judge you on how you're poised and presented with yourself.
And so what are some of the ages and sizes and describe a quote unquote typical American Dream pageant girl?
Typical American Dream pageant woman, we start out, we have the Miss division, we have the Misses, we have Mrs. Petite, we have the Woman division, we have a category that fits in, which started years ago, because there are women who are married, divorced, children, and they don't fit in that category of the Miss or the perfect Misses, so-called. So we have something for everyone. We even have a senior division. Our senior queen this year is 78 years old. She's an amazing, amazing lady. And they're all leaving to go out in California in November and do a huge judging with another company that we work with. And it is one of the largest in the world pageants. And they'll be out there. We have a huge poker run coming up in September for Sophia's Wheels. And it's helping to raise money to purchase a van and she's in a wheelchair. So these girls gather around, they get together, they help promote, they work really hard to raise money for different things like that.
Is this pageant held in several locations throughout the country, or is it one pageant a year, or what's kind of the format?
We have state pageants that are held, and then we do have people that come in at large. So say that you wanted to come in, but you don't have a state director, then you could come in at large, and you would submit your application. We would read it over. We make sure that you are doing different things for your community. We bring you in. Then we all get together one time a year, and everybody vies for the crown and the title.
Great.
So who's got the reigning American Dream pageant crown right now?
Well, there's several, right? One for each category.
There's 7 different categories.
We have 7 different categories. We have amazing women. We actually have one lady that brought 2 of her children with her, and they all 3 competed, and all 3 won. So that's history this year.
This is
in all of pageantry, we've never had a mother with two daughters all in the same pageant holding a title.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Our diva Denise could do this pageant with all the charity work she does.
Yes, she could.
That's what we want. I wanted something more than just being based on pageant gowns, a pretty face. Some girls, and that's great to have, let me say. We all wish we could. But we want to see people out there helping others. And in today's time, we all need to stick together and help each other with charities and help with the homeless or getting together and helping struggling families.
Right.
There's a lot of struggling families nowadays with a lot of unemployment going on.
Well, I like a pageant with a purpose.
I do too.
I think that's a great idea. We talked before the show, and we talked about the whole pageant idea, but we didn't know how deep your pageant really went. A lot of us, when you think of Miss USA or Miss America, you think of Barbie, who has her trainers that teach her how to walk. But this is so much more important, and it's got the best of both worlds going on there. So that's all good stuff.
Right, like you said, all your candidates have to have great speaking skills before they can even
they have to be doing
join.
Charity work before they even join. Right. Which I think some people, the charity work comes after getting the crown.
Right.
It's like, I got the crown, now I have to do a charity work. Well, this is like, you don't get the crown unless you're doing the work beforehand, and that's good stuff.
And I know this is a really small thing, but I think my very favorite line of the paragraph that I'm reading about what is required of a queen of a contestant is that they have to complete and submit their paperwork on time.
And that is the truth. And funny thing is sometimes the ones, and I do laugh, and no pun to any teachers out there, but we all have to hand in our grades or our work in school to the teachers when we were young.
Right.
And
That's
they're the
funny.
worst at getting their paperwork. They make great queens. They do. They really do. But the great thing about it is, the hardest thing I have is trying to have people understand, because of watching some of the things and the political aspects of pageantry and the things that go on, it makes my job harder because I have to, like you said, you see things that go on with the TV and everything, to say, look, we're more than that. We're more than just putting on the sash and the crown. We want them out working that sash and crown, not just wearing it.
Right.
So, quick question. What now? Most of the girls who compete for, American Miss America and Miss USA, they're competing for a scholarship or a world tour or whatever the hell it is they compete for. What are, aside from a crown and the recognition and the feather in their cap to say that they're the Miss Woman American Dream pageant winner, what are they competing for besides that?
They compete for a lot of different other things. We have community service awards. We have fashion award where they get to enjoy that. Congeniality, of course.
Fashion?
We have different things, but once they win, they get a chance to go to California to do a lot of other good things and help other children with, there's a big scholarship pageant that they get to judge and be a part of judging that to help those find the right girls to win these scholarships. They have other opportunities to be on judging panels speaking. They have opportunities in the Toastmasters. They get modeling. We have them out doing modeling appearances, TV appearances, commercials. So they get a lot of more opportunities as a woman after we've achieved a college degree, or if we've just been a mother all our life and now we want to do something else. They have that opportunity and we help them.
Well, that's very
That's
cool.
awesome. Good for you.
Now, I have a question. We are in the plus size BBW community. Do you have a category for the BBWs, or are there in any of your categories, are there any women of size?
Oh, yes. Actually, our Ms. Classics this year is, she's a little bit heavier than, we don't have a size criteria, let's say.
Yay!
And
how do I compete?
You just email me and I'll send you all the information.
And make sure my paperwork's in on time, right?
And that's right. But we do have women that are not tiny, that they are of the real woman size, which I think in America today, 12, 14, 16, that's a normal size.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
And so we have a few ladies that fit in that category, but there are a couple major, wonderful pageants out there that specifically work with beautiful big women who the Miss America Plus, and then we have and there's another pageant out there, because I like to work with a lot of other directors who own other pageants, because we can steer each person into a different area that fits them. And they do have several pageants out there that are for larger women who don't want to compete against a 12, even a 14. They might be a 22. And I'm telling you, them women, the women that are heavier and in a pageant are amazing. They've got great attitudes. They're flamboyant. They can sashay down a runway
in 8-inch stilettos, baby.
Exactly. And looking hot. They do. They really do. But they also do a lot of good things also, in the pageant industry. And we have our spokeswoman, in fact, Suzanne. she is our spokeswoman, and she is a larger size. I don't say size because I don't know. I wouldn't want to say the wrong size and get tore up on that one.
Right.
You never ask a fat girl if she's pregnant.
Some people are sensitive about that. You're right.
Exactly. Just like the age, a particular age, we get.
That's okay. They razz me around my age around here. You notice, though, her woman was 78.
Yes.
Right. Okay, I'm not close to that yet.
Okay.
No, our senior is 78. Now, she's a tiny little thing, but our spokeswoman is a little heavier, and she's now, because she came in, she was a part of us. She got the confidence. Now she's going to be competing in another pageant.
That's awesome.
We help coach these women. Some of our women have never been in a pageant before. They come in, and once you're in with us, you're family. And we make your dreams continue to come true also as they are working to make other dreams come true. We want them to go on and be in another pageant. So we help coach them to go into another pageant. So we have that. But we do have women that are not just small, tiny women. We do. We have all sizes, like I said, and it's not about that. It's about the real woman today.
Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for coming on and telling us about American Dream Pageant. It's been fantastic. You've really opened our eyes. Give us the website where people can go and get more information and get their paperwork so they can turn it in on time.
Our website, our website's under construction. It is going up. It's AmericanDreamPageants.com.
But you are on Facebook. I just found your Facebook page, and that's the one that I
We are on
clicked.
Facebook, and all you have to do is please look at everything and just email me at AmericanDreamDIR@gmail.com. I'll answer all your questions.
Awesome.
Thank you, Stephanie,
so
for
much.
being on. We're excited about what you're doing because it's good
And
stuff.
I look forward to maybe getting one of your applications in.
You don't have a supersized category.
We'll make one for
I just
you.
put a note.
We'll
We
make
need a
one.
BBW Gilf pageant. Okay? Thanks a lot, hon. We hope to see you again. If we can ever talk about anything you're doing to support the community, you let us know, okay?
If there's anything we can do to help anybody out, and you also let us know. And
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You're listening
You
to
too.
the
Bye-bye.
You're listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNightRadio.com. We'll be right back after these messages.
It's hard to talk to your kids about the S word because they're too young to think about bedroom activities. So you try to limit their exposure to adult behavior, but there's birds and bee stuff everywhere.
We know the S word makes you uncomfortable, but you've got to talk to us about sex. You don't have to be explicit. Just tell us how you feel. Tell us you want us to wait to do that stuff. For help starting the conversation, visit forparents.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and this station.
Hey, Luis, where are we going today?
Dude, I just heard about this great place called the Geek Lounge.
The Greek Lounge? But I'm not really into lamb or Slovaki.
No, man, not the Greek Lounge, the Geek Lounge.
The Geek Lounge? What's that?
Yeah, dude, it's your one-stop shop for talk about everything from movies, video games, comic books, TV shows, manga, and anime.
Wow, when does all this happen?
It's every Sunday at 4 p.m. on VegasAllNetRadio.com.
Oh man, it's almost time. We better hurry.
You're right. Don't forget, that's the Geek Lounge, Sundays at 4 p.m. on VegasAllNetRadio.com.
It will not be easy to make the system work.
I've lost my mind, I've lost my faith.
the sound of On Wheels Now every Tuesday at 6 p.m.
If you like cars,
the smell of gasoline and rubber,
or just love motorsports and auto racing,
On Wheels Now is your inside look at local motorsports.
So don't miss the action.
We'll keep you in the loop with the latest local racing news.
We're race car drivers too, so join me, Michael,
and Mike, Tuesday at 6 p.m. Find us at onwheelsnow.com.
Eve of destruction, tax deductions, inspectors, bill collectors, hardcore in demand, population out of hand. Suicide, too many bills, people all over the world are shouting in the war.
And the band played. It's Sir Cooper every Thursday afternoon at 3 on VegasAllNetRadio.com and on the third Thursday of the month at 3 right here on KLAV.
Yes, this is Sir, and I approve this commercial.
This is Sierra from the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, urging you to adopt, not shop. There are hundreds of thousands of animals out there looking for homes, and you could be their next forever home. Visit your local animal shelter today to find your next family member. Treat yourself to some afternoon delight on VegasAllNetRadio.com with Nights Over Las Vegas and the Commander, playing music everybody knows and loves. Nights Over Las Vegas, replaying every weekday at noon on VegasAllNetRadio.com or download an archive to listen at your pleasure.
Hi, I'm DJ Tim Dope. Come join us every Saturday night at 6 p.m. PDT, 9 p.m. EDT for my new show, Pure Dope Radio, here on Vegas All Net Radio. We'll be having fun addressing the issues with special guests each week. So I'll see you at 6 p.m. PDT, 9 p.m. EDT, Saturday on the show, Pure Dope Radio on Vegas All Net Radio.
This program is intended for mature audiences only and contains strong or potentially offensive language of an adult and sexual nature. So, listener discretion advised.
The views and opinions expressed on the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City do not reflect those of this radio station or its affiliates.
Calypso, Alexia, Sierra, and Sweet Cheeks are personalities put on for your entertainment.
All music, stories, and characters are the sole property of their creators and are protected under international copyright laws.
The stories are real, the language is explicit, the behavior is outrageous.
If you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen.
When my girl got the sweetest pussy, nestles in her lap, be the first to admit and wanna stroke that kitten, fell right into her trap. Now all that fur and purring gives me cause to pause. She may have a pretty kitty, but watch out for those claws.
Straight out of Las Vegas, Nevada, it is the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, starring Sierra, Calypso, Alexia, and Sweet Cheeks.
Welcome back to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com, the final frontier of free speech where you can get your own goddamn show.
Cocksucker.
All I know is anytime we have three fine-looking black men in the room, I get happy.
Her no-no zone goes into overdrive.
Hey, so during our break, you heard some of the great promos for some of the great shows that we have here on the station. You can not even be in the state and have your own show on Vegas All Net Radio. And you can talk about whatever the hell you want, really.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of shows on here that do keep it clean.
Not us. We're not one of
us. I think we should take full advantage of what we have.
Right.
And
that's why we can talk about subs and doms and dicks and pussies and
cock
and
now,
clear fuck dolls.
And some of and then the music that you heard on during the break comes from a band called Elements of Now, and the album or the CD that they sent me is called Forgive Us Xenu, Xenu. And it's 3 guys, Drew, Mike, and Nate. And the songs that you heard were Copper and Dark Matters. So that's pretty awesome.
I believe they're a local band.
If you are an artist, up-and-coming artist, and you want to get your music featured on the show, we are more than happy to play it and give you some kudos and credits for it. If you are on iTunes or do have... make sure you have to send us a release, because if iTunes gigs us for playing a song that might be owned by one of these music corporations,
we need your release.
And, we need the release so we can tell iTunes to fuck off and die. So
yeah, we got in trouble for the wobble.
We did.
So stupid.
And you were tearing it up.
And one of the songs that we played last week from a band that sent us their CD and their release, YouTube gigged us for it as well, and so all we have to do is let them know that we have a release for this music, and we can play it and have it in any of our recordings. So.
Who was that they gigged us for?
For the Pagan podcast, the Pagan
group.
The Pagan group?
Yeah, that was cool.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. It was the one that everybody liked, the song that everybody liked, which is probably why everybody liked it, because it was a popular song and got signed to be produced by a record label. So.
Very good.
So we just talked to
Stephanie McLean.
Stephanie McLean from American Dreams Pageant. And you can find her on Facebook. Just type in American Dreams Pageant on Facebook, and you can keep up with what's going on until they get the website up. And it's good to know that there are beauty pageants out there that are more than just scholarship and teaching young women that you have to be pretty to succeed in this world.
Exactly.
It's all about your substance and who you are.
I'm waiting for the BBW Gilf pageant.
Now there is a Miss Plus America pageant.
There is.
So we need to get a hold of them. And
I believe that there are still size restrictions on the Miss Plus America.
There is. You can't be like my size.
Yeah, you can't be over a 16, I believe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We still should get them on the show and ask them
telling
what the hell.
Let's have an SS BBW pageant.
Let's just have an all sizes pageant.
Let's just have a. Why do we even have to? Why does it have to be with the word beauty in it?
Well, I didn't call it a pageant. We just said BBW Gilf pageant.
Yeah, we just said pageant. And they don't say beauty pageant at American Dreams either. There's the Dreams pageant.
Right.
So
I'm all for that. I'm all for anything that promotes our community, anything that makes young girls feel good about themselves, anything that makes these girls grow up without these hang-ups of like they can only be a certain size or men won't like them if they don't have this. That just is so fucked up to me.
And I'm all for strutting down the catwalk in my 8-inch heels.
I can't strut down the catwalk in 8-inch heels, but I'll do it naked.
I like watching you crawl up to a stage on your hands and knees with a leash around.
Oh yeah, that's exactly.
That was pretty hard.
That's what we did.
I gotta say that was pretty hot.
Naked as jaybirds.
Well, I wasn't naked at the time. I was.
You were naked when I wrapped your ass around that pole.
That is very true.
All right, so let me do before we get to our next guest. Let me do a quick shout out to our viewers on Ustream. We have Diamond Dave. DJ's Carpet has forgone the naps.
Right. He can't stay away.
Ramtax Prep, of course, is still online with us.
Michi.
Vendetta has joined us.
Vendetta, where's my Dirty Hoe song?
And Sweet William is staying online, even though that boy needs to be up at 4:30 in the morning.
Has anybody checked our email to see if anybody sent you any sex lines yet, Miss Alexia?
Sex lines?
Oh, we just did a call out to the Ustream, we
need to replace your fuck my fat pussy with something else.
Line for you.
No, but I did check my email when I was out front, and Sweet William sent us some videos and some pictures of him busting down buildings.
Wrecking shit.
You know what? You're changing the subject because you don't want another line. She can't
even say the one she had.
How about this one? Ooh, baby, you lick me so good.
No. It's got to be dirty. It's got to be filthy. It's got to be foul.
Grab my big fat hips and pull them into
No. It's got to be like, slam that hot cock into my slippery, nasty pussy.
I like that one. Let's do that one.
And look how hard she's laughing.
That is a lot to learn. Fuck my fat pussy was easy.
How about just slam my wet cunt?
No.
No?
She said no.
Why do I have to do anything?
Because we're trying to teach you to talk during sex.
I don't want to talk during sex.
Obviously,
wait a minute. Entertaining, just like talking about her being old.
Fuck you.
I'll totally vote for you.
I've never seen you move so fucking fast in my life.
You ain't seen me have sex, baby. But wait a minute. now I lost my train of thought with you calling my ass old. Okay,
That's right. So
because she don't want to talk about it, no way, right?
She's okay with it.
I know what I want to say. Obviously, your man liked the dirty talk because
he made you do it.
Made you say it.
He did.
See, so he must like it. So we better teach you to talk dirty.
I think it was less about the fact that she said it and more about the fact that he made her say it.
Oh, are we talking about control?
We
Do
are
you need a
talking
cage?
about control.
Do you need a cage?
They do make cunt cages.
Oh, he's giving us the fuck off finger. Nice. That's a handsome man.
He is very handsome.
I like. He's rugged.
That's
a
you,
marriage
Sweet
man.
William. And then
You're rugged, Sweet William.
I know, right?
I like that.
So,
in a man.
all right. So, our next guest.
Back to seriousness.
COES.
Now,
William.
Sweet William. Okay, Sweet William's line is, "I want to feel." Sorry,
I'm working
Dion.
on it. Let's go. Bring it.
I want to feel your big balls slap my.
That's okay. That is good, Sweet William. Okay,
Perfect, Sweet William.
See, she can't even get it out of her mouth without laughing.
Yes.
Say
It's
that
like,
again, please.
You gotta go.
No.
You gotta
Okay.
go. I want to slap your big balls against my clit, baby.
I want to feel
Come
your big balls slap against my clit.
on. Make me come.
Sir.
How often do you guys do you sex talk?
No, because he makes
All
fun
right
of me
then.
afterwards.
See? And do you sex talk?
Yes, I sex talk. Who are you asking?
And what
The dirty hoe in the room.
Because
But
Blanche.
Blanche.
Yeah. And you don't even have to ask me.
No, I don't even have to ask you.
I do.
All right.
I do whatever makes my man happy.
And I know that they want to talk about sex on Ustream, but I want to get to our guest.
Okay, you're
because
right. But our guest might
love
want to talk
this.
about sex.
When I was in high school, and if he wants to, he can always take it there.
Okay.
Now, when I was in high school, I played powder puff football.
I did too. What position did you play?
I was a line.
I was the
lineman.
center. Okay, I was the center. Huck, 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 huck. That's what I was.
You're so funny.
I was the center.
Powder-
That's
was
'cause
this
I
back when
the
they had
biggest
leather
girl.
helmets?
It's been one of those. She got to knock her ass off that chair in about a minute, okay? You want to see an old ass woman fight? I will take her down, okay?
Help!
I don't know why they're picking on you so much.
It's not pick on Sweet Cheeks night. It is not.
It is. It's Sunday.
Okay, so if our guest in studio is Dion Lee, who is the director and coach of the Las Vegas Showgirls football team.
GIRLZ.
Z.
Right?
I love your logo.
Zippity
Thank
It's
you
like
so
a
much.
football with a showgirl hat on it.
Damn straight.
It is so fucking hot.
Thank you. I designed it myself.
You get hats
Right.
off. If I had a hat, I'd take it off for you.
If I had hair, I would let it grow.
Now, was the female Las Vegas Female Football League your idea to start that up, or?
Well, actually, it was my idea to start a team here in Vegas. Prior to that, it was a WPFL, which opened up in 2002. And
What's WPFL stand for?
Women's Professional Football League.
Okay, cool.
It's a nationwide league that's now defunct, which one of my buddies owned the LA Amazons. And
I love that name.
Yeah, boy. And he wanted me to invest in his team as I was moving here to Vegas from LA. And I was like, well, hell, I'll just start my own team and call them Las Vegas Showgirls. Did a little research on showgirls here in town. It's not the ones that are on Industrial Street, but, you know, the history of showgirls was a very lucrative job, high class women that put on shows here in Vegas. And we just changed up a little bit with a Z to give a little flair. And we started up in 2006. And from there, we won like out of 75 games, we've won like 40, 43.
Now, obviously, there's a women's football league somewhere.
There's a women's football league. It's now called WFA, which is Women's Football Alliance.
Okay.
There's 66 teams nationwide.
Why don't we not know about this?
Because you don't know nothing about women's sports, period, because the media does not play
I don't
on
like
women's
that.
sports.
I don't like that at all.
You know, if it doesn't sell sex, it ain't being played.
How many sexy can you be that are showgirls?
This is something that I wanted to ask, because the last time I heard about women's football here in Las Vegas, it was the Lingerie Football League.
I was actually the head coach of that team as well.
You just like women hitting each other.
Yeah. You know what? Actually,
Tackle it up, baby.
If you ask every man what their ultimate fantasy is,
It's two women fighting.
it'd be football and women together. to be honest.
Okay.
To be able to watch football and see women at the same
isn't
time.
that why they started the whatever's in the middle of the lingerie bowl during the Super Bowl?
Right.
So men got the best of both worlds, right?
Best of both worlds, and actually from that display of work, they created a league, and we started about 3 years ago. And I was in charge of Las Vegas Sin this past year. We went 4-0 in our games, kicked everybody's butt. Oh, I can say ass. We kicked everybody's ass. We kicked everybody's ass in the league. And the owner got a little upset because I taught the girls how to play real football. Not only to be sexy and classy, but also how to play football. And it wasn't of his likings. So he let me go. He wanted me to resign.
Did he want it to just keep it pretty?
He wanted to keep it pretty and catty, entertainment-wise.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like the girls fighting each other.
Yeah, and mud fighting and stuff like that. But these are serious athletes that have played college sports, and they wanted to display them being athletes. And that's what we worked on. And we were able to do things that no team has ever done before. MTV had the highest ratings when the Sin played, because men are happy to see hot women. But if the product is no good, they're not coming back, because you can see hot women anywhere. You can open up a magazine. You can open up watch a movie.
You could go down to the surplus store and get yourself shoulder pads and dress up your woman at home.
There you go. Right. There you go. She might need a helmet.
Well, I love
if you're doing
football,
it right.
So
if you're doing it right, she might need a helmet.
Yeah, there you go.
See, I told you.
Y'all
don't know me too well.
You should have been here an hour ago in our conversation.
There goes that headboard again.
There it is.
I think that's great, and I know that there have been some women who have vied to get onto the men's teams around the country in the last few years, and that usually you never hear anything after they've won the position. But there are a lot. I love football. I love watching football.
This week on the news, there's a female referee.
Yeah,
Did you see that on there? Yeah, the first female referee in the NFL.
And actually, she came from our league. She actually played football in our league and took it on as a career.
Nice.
To break barriers. I mean, that's what we're doing. I do this because my daughter, who's my oldest, is 14, and I want to give her every opportunity in the world to do whatever she wants to do. And the last thing in sports for girls is not being able to break the barriers of being a football player. When they're 8 to 10 years old, it's cute. The moms let the girls play with the boys. They're just as big as the boys, just as fast. But when you get 14 to 18 years old, you got these boys coming men, and they're not playing around with these young ladies.
Right.
So the opportunity for them to be able to play is really none at all. And the positions they do play tend to be kicker because they played soccer or things of that nature that's non-physical. And I know at every high school there's anywhere between 20 to 30 girls who would love to play football, but just don't have the opportunity, and the coach don't want them out there. It's a novelty, and the coach is like, well, if you're here, we don't want to get you hurt. See, sweetheart, I told you can't be out here with the boys. They're going to put them up against the hardest hitter on the team and knock her out on purpose. She get hurt.
And your team does play full contact football.
Oh, yeah, we play full contact football.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask a question about their attire. Because men are protecting their family jewels, and how seriously, I'm not playing. How do they protect themselves?
Well, it's the same equipment. Believe it or not, there is a sports women's cup. It's called a scoop.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So it has the same function as those that protect the men jewels. They have what I call the womb of the tomb.
Now, how do they protect their chest area?
Well, shoulder pads are the same thing.
That'll check the...
Yes.
Okay.
That and duct tape. Just tape them down and go.
Yeah, duct tape will work. The flatter you are, the better.
Oh, I'd be in trouble. I'm not sure the shoulder pads
so screwed.
Yeah.
Fit over there.
There's some situations where the shoulder pads don't cover up.
That'd be my problem.
Okay, so what we've done is grab the knee pads and tape them onto the shoulder
pads. That's what I was wondering.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Big boob shoulder pads. That's
shoulder pad
extensions.
Them.
Well, believe it or not, they have a Douglas, it's called a Zenith, and it's built like a bra, sports bra. I mean, it's hard and everything, but it protrudes out.
So it's like shoulder pads and a bra put together, kind of.
Right.
Okay.
And it protrudes, but what it does, it limits their ability to tackle. Because on shoulder pads, they're cut here, and there's a soft padding here, so you can move your arms and grab. But when you got a plastic piece that comes out and you do this, you can't wrap real well.
No, but if you slam that into the back of someone's head, you're going to knock their ass out.
But I would think that you would be okay. Like you would be better not having as much covered if you had the natural boobs. If you've got implants, you got to really watch it.
Definitely that. In the LFL, we had a lot of women that initially started off. They didn't have natural, that had the implants, and that's actually what it's actually showing. And they're really tackling with their arms. But I taught them how to tackle like real tackle football players, and we were just killing and murdering these girls.
I paid $6,000 for these. We better protect them.
Yeah, but that's the sell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gets the guys into the arena. You're drinking beer. You're at a sports event. You get to see some hot, sexy women, big boobs, nice booty, and next thing you know is they're jumping up and catching balls like they're Randy Moss.
That's
and
awesome.
They're throwing the ball like they're what's his name from the Patriots. Tom Brady, or whatever.
I would think, and not that I'm saying it's a good thing or anything, but there are a lot of guys that like their women to be women and to see women acting like dudes on a football field. I mean, it might be sexy at first, but I think the novelty would wear off.
No, you know what?
Not for you, of course.
Because I'm around it all the time. But believe it or not, most men want athletic, hard body women that are athletic. It's a movie called Love and Basketball. That's probably like one of the number one movies because you got your woman that has the same interest as you do and can sit there and watch TV and talk about basketball just like you can, or football or whatever. So the more intelligence you have towards sports, the more sexy you become as a woman for a man.
Right.
Not get out in front of the TV, you don't know what you're doing, or why is this? We don't want to hear the questions. We want you to talk with us. We want you to be like me and Dre right here. Hey, man, that was a great play, da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
And high-five each other and don't have to explain it,
My ex-husband just wanted me to be the halftime show.
Well, there's some of us that love the halftime show, too, so don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I could never be a father, but I think as if I were a dad, I would be so proud to have a daughter of mine.
I would, too.
Playing professional football or semi-professional football or high school or grade school football.
And believe it or not, we did a special on ESPN and the NFL Network on the Las Vegas Showgirls, a girl named Nikki Johnson. And her dad actually sat there and said, why is my daughter playing football when she was a little kid playing flag growing up? And when I approached her 3 years before she played for me, her dad's like, there's no future in women's football. Now he's like the number one women's football fanatic in the world. You know what I'm saying? My daughter plays for the Las Vegas Showgirls. My daughter's the quarterback for the Las Vegas Sin. And he is just loving it. But on that piece, he has said, I had no idea that my daughter will be taking it to the next level. Here I got two sons who I'm putting all my energy into, and they became skateboarders. You know what I'm saying?
How do we like blow this up? I mean, a few weeks ago we had Sequoia on from the Women's Basketball League. Now we've got. How do we get this out there so that people know to?
Well, women got to support women.
Amen.
And that's one thing in sports women do not do. I was a part of the WNBA when it first started.
See you guys play. We would love it.
Yeah, and then sponsors are scared of women. Because
we know.
Because women say what's on their mind right now.
Why do you think we're on internet radio?
Exactly. and they wear their tag on them. Where guys, if I'm gay and I'm playing in the NFL, I'm gonna hold that back, make my money after I finish and complete my task. Then I'm gonna come out the closet. Well, the first thing a woman wants to do is, I'm gay and I'm happy. Let's go. Because she don't care. But as a guy, I'm like,
but if
cool.
she's hot, don't men care? Don't they be like, I'd like to see her with her girlfriend?
Yeah, I tell girls all the time, I'm a lesbian. That's what I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of, being able to hold the hat and let the corporate America do what they do. But they're scared.
Getting them over.
Getting them over that homophobia of women, even though these are women products that women can only use and men can't, they still will not sponsor women's sports. You look at Sears, who had the softer side.
Women probably don't watch women's sports as much as men watch men's sports.
Yeah.
But that's because there's no women's sports on ESPN, unless it's that, once a year we're going to do a special about.
I'll bet you every woman was glued to the Olympics during gymnastics.
I was just going to say that.
Yes.
During the gymnastics. And I loved watching the volleyball. The women play volleyball.
Oh,
definitely.
No. Especially when Japan played Korea.
Weightlifting.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Weightlifting. The women's weightlifting.
Weightlifting's boring.
No, well, I beg to differ. And the
she was
water
hot
polo
for that one
team.
chick.
I like the competition.
And the water polo teams. The women's water polo was pretty good.
Women's basketball was good too.
Women's handball was badass.
See, so I think women
and
do
women's
support
track
women
and field.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I mean,
right. That's the
I think
Go
women
Jetter.
do support women, but it depends on the venue. So if you have, when you have a bunch of small things together, it's a lot different than having the Olympics, where it's all right there for you.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Women like drama. Okay, women like to watch stupid shit like the Kardashians or Jersey Shore. Why don't you turn it into a reality show about the football league, and then the women are going to watch it? All right?
We're actually working on that. Actually, I have a producer here in town that filmed our last 2 games and a couple of practices, and we put together a trailer.
And then you got to follow these girls home and watch them fighting with their men or their girlfriends.
Oh, for their girlfriend.
Yeah. I think that would be. I think
in
that's
the locker
a horrible
room.
idea.
Why? I think that's the only way you're going to get attention to it.
I think that you're going to get the wrong kind of attention.
So what? It's still attention. Let people know it's out there. We didn't know it was out there till he walked in the door.
Right.
But that's more of the real reality show, like the UFC, the fighters, the back behind the scenes and stuff like that. That's not that fake shit where I'm going to get my teeth whitened.
I've done a lot of extras on a lot of reality shows.
Yeah, something like what the UFC does with Ultimate Fighter would probably be really good for these women's sports that are trying to get out there and get up. Where it's the summer camps where they're going and they're trying out and they're training and then they're deciding who's going to be on the team and who's going to be a starter and who's not.
I would be so about watching them.
Yeah,
I would be so about watching from the start to finish how some women get on this team, what they train for, and then the games and what they deal with in the locker room. What they do, I would love that.
Well, there's a show called Hard Knocks that's the NFL does, and they've been doing it for like the last 8 years, and we're trying to do a platform similar to that, just like we're talking about, where from the first moment that a woman found out that it's a football game, how does she react? She comes to our meeting. She hears what it's going to take to play football. Then she goes out there and runs. She's out of shape. She's everything that an average woman would be at this point in time in their life, be it that they're 21, be it that they're 46, and actually go through practice and try to make a football team to get hit for the first time.
Hell, they made a reality show out of little girls dressing up as women and being in pageants and all the drama that those mothers go through. I'd much rather watch something like this.
Either.
Well, I have, and they're ridiculous.
It could be just me. I'm not a fan of those shows.
Well, I won't watch the Kardashians. I won't watch Jersey Shore. Right. All of them are just ridiculous. But this, I would watch.
I think a lot of this starts from when you're a kid and how your parents treat it and how because that way you instill in people as they're growing up that it's okay for women to do things like this.
Definitely that.
So Andre just let me know that the Clark County School District is now incorporating flag football into their curriculum. Or
for
is
girls
it
or for boys?
For girls.
For girls.
And the thing about that, I started that up 4 years ago, and we actually had 5 high schools participate, and it was like a club sport, and we had it on the weekends. Actually weekdays. And Nikki Johnson again was one of those girls that, laid the foundation. But my thing about flag football is just as dangerous as powder puff, because what's going to happen is you're going to get all the boys riled up in the stands, wanting to see the girls hit, but they know the rules is just pull a flag. Well, if you got on the helmet, shoulder pads, knee pads, thigh pads, hip pads, you're protected. So I've already went to the school district and told them that we can do this like we're doing. In rule football in Nevada, it's 8-on-8, so you don't have to have 45, 55 players to make a football team.
Right.
There's 20 girls on this high school campus that want to play. That's all you need, 8-on-8. You already have the equipment, so it doesn't cost you any more money. Coaches, you already have the coaches. So when your season's over within October, because I'll say 90% of all the football teams in this town are done by end of October because it's playoff time, right? You take the JV coach and be the head coach of the girls team, and you run it from October to December.
And in this town, you need to run it there because of the heat. So that's a perfect time of the year to run it.
It's a perfect time, and you're not spending any extra money. You still got the equipment, because the coaches always ask me, what is extra that you guys use? Nothing.
Well, and we all know that kids that stay involved in school activities are less likely to get in trouble outside of school. Right. So it's nothing but good.
Well, yeah, and think about it. The girls in this town are probably filling up the juvenile halls a lot faster than boys because there's not a lot of activities for them to do, and there's a lot of aggressive
it's just not activities people want them to do.
Well, yeah. Well, that's true too. Woo! But anyway, I see, because I also work at a rec center, so I get to hear straight from the kids, Mr. Dion, how come we can't do this? Mr. Dion, well, let's do this. I'm always the one who's pushing it. And I do that because that's my ear on the streets. If I can get the little kids, 7, 9, 11 years old, and telling me what they do, what they want to do, and I'm able to provide that, then that's what we're doing. And that's how we came up with the Tackle Football League of it's called What's Up Girls Tackle Football League of Las Vegas, and it's here in town. And it does cost a little money, $160 to play, but the key to that is they get all the equipment, and when they return it back, they get $60 back. So it really only costs $100.
So, but this includes their
this includes uniform and everything. All they have to do is buy the cleats.
Okay.
And
my nephew plays football. He has to pay too. So.
I would if they had this when I was a kid, I would so be into it. Like this is great.
So this you have the 3 divisions. You have high school, middle school, and elementary school. Are you going to be putting out a Pee Wee division eventually?
Well, the Pee Wee division is actually the 3rd through 5th grade, but if you're under 3rd grade, you're starting off playing flag football.
Yeah.
The basic fundamentals of just lining up, catching the ball, not being so physical. Because again, a lot of parents don't want their daughters to be physical because that's not what the traditional American women's supposed to be. It's physical, but you have opportunities there. I mean, this is the 40th year of Title IX that we're fighting. I went to a college that we dropped our football program because of Title IX in my junior year, so I'm kind of like doing a circle. I got cut because of Title IX. Now I'm an advocate for Title IX, and we're hoping to get this as a college sport as well, as something they can get a college scholarship.
Explain to our listeners what Title IX is.
Title IX is the equality of women being able to play sports in America. So basically, what you offer boys or men, you must offer girls and women to be equal. And on the college level, you have football teams that are offering 90 to 100 scholarships to men. Well, that gives you unbalanced. I mean, you got basketball for men and women, you got golf for men and women, you have track and field for men and women, volleyball for men and women, but then it's an exclusive sport for football for just men. You got soccer for men and women. So you name a sport outside of football, it's equal. And football is the one that takes up a lot of the budget, but it also makes a lot of the money.
And you have seriously put East against West in this league, this little football league.
Well, we did North against South. We broke it up into 12 different locations here in Vegas, where we got Centennial Hills, Aliente. Northeast would be over there by the Air Force Base. Then you got West Valley. You got North Las Vegas, which is off of Lake Mead, D Street. You got North Summerlin, South Summerlin. You got the Spring Valley side, which is South side. You got Henderson. Then you have the Southwest would be, what's that? Not Hidden Hills, but what's the furthest?
The Black Hills.
Black Hills. Okay.
No, that's Henderson. I'm talking about if you go down to 15 and you look to the right once you pass the bass fishing place, or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You're out like
you're Seven Hills.
Yes.
7 Hills. Yeah.
7 Hills. So I mean, we've broken it down into 12 locations. Our reality is that we just want 60 girls to play football in each of those regions. That would give us 720 girls playing football in the city of Las Vegas.
That's awesome. Now, will the schools let you in?
Well, the schools never let me in. I kind of force upon myself to get there and pass out the flyers because I just do what I do.
And if you get a couple girls interested, they get their friends.
They get their friends, and that's the main thing. I mean, we hit people on Facebook. I'm pretty much all over Facebook.
Now, let me ask you: are the parents supportive of their daughters playing?
You know what? 95% of the parents are very supportive.
Good.
It's just we're in the beginning stages of this, and it's like really hard to get people that you really trust because again, we're adults. You don't want a bunch of men flock and say, I want to be the first one to coach girls football.
Right,
I have to watch that.
Right.
So I've had my Las Vegas showgirls, who I trust and who I've taught to actually go out there and be the spokespersons for the girls. It's not all about me. It's about the women. So Carrie Walters is one of our greatest players of all time from our team, is the spokesperson. There's commercials going on to this day right now that are on Cox Cable. And I'm trying to get the women to be the face of the organization and not me. I can be a spokesperson, but I really want to put this on the women to really be the ones who are the ones they look up to.
Well, I love this league, and you're absolutely right. I would have so played in it if I was when I was a kid.
I would have been all over this. I had an incident in high school. I went to high school here in Vegas, so I know that the rule is that if there is no girls' team, the boys' team cannot discriminate against you coming to try out.
Correct.
And I had this happen on the wrestling team where the coach said, well, you can try out. That doesn't mean you're going to make it.
Right.
And I know that happened on my football team to a couple of my rather butchy girls who wanted to play football. And the coach told them straight up, you can try out, but that doesn't mean you're going to make the team. Even if they were better players, they didn't make the team because they were girls.
Right, that's the right thing that the coach is going to say. In the back of his mind, he really doesn't want you out there.
Right, so he's going to cut your ass.
Well, he's not going to cut you.
And
Again,
he may put you on, but you just ride the bench the whole 4 years you're on.
There you go.
You never make it off the JV team. You never go anywhere. You don't catch a ball. Your cleats don't even get dirty.
But in practice, you're on the scout team and stuff like that. Because, again, I coached in Pasadena, and we actually had a young lady who came out, and I was a defensive coordinator, and she actually played pretty well. But the head coach didn't want her in the game at all. But I snuck her in the game a couple of times just because she was a worthy player. She was committed. She was there. She didn't miss practice. She was at every meeting. She was always wanting to learn. And that's something that a lot of men aren't used to. Again, women want to know because they don't know, and so they ask questions a lot. And a lot of coaches are real anal. They don't want to hear the questions, right. But you have to answer those questions in order for them to get better. I have practice for, 2 hours? I'm at practice an hour and a half after practice because I have women who want to know, well, how come my technique wasn't that good? How come I didn't do this? How can you show me that?
That's great.
For me, I'm a teacher. I love that. It's like being a teacher in a classroom in math, and somebody says, I want to stay after school and do some algebra or some geometry. As a teacher, you're like, yeah, So as a head coach, that's been what I love about coaching women's football, and that's why I've stayed in it, because it really keeps me on my game as a coach. Do I really know what I'm talking about? Can I teach the basic fundamentals of football? Or was I just a superstar who just did it all because I was a great athlete?
Right.
And you have some great athletes who can't coach worth a dime.
That's true.
And so that's what I love about this thing. I really do.
So I'm assuming that the stereotype for women's professional football players is she's this big, bulky lesbian who just wants to go out and prove that she's as good as or better than most men.
You know what? That's probably the stereotype of every sports athlete, female athlete.
Yeah.
Why do you want to play sports? Why are you playing softball? Why are you playing soccer? You can't make a living at doing that. Whereas a young man, when we come out the womb, we got a baseball in our picture or a football in our picture because we can make money doing what we're doing. But with the invention of the WNBA, now the reality is you can make a living at doing this as a sport. But yes, you still have the ones that look and say, wow, she looks just like a dude, or she plays like a dude, which is actually a compliment. Right. When they say you play like a dude. When you look like a dude, it's not quite the compliment. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And like I said, everybody's beautiful. And that's part of my slogan here. When I'm recruiting women and that are married to men, I say, oh, I bet you can't beat your husband up without going to jail, huh? Like, nope. I said, once you come out and beat up a couple of girls when your husband make you mad, then you can come out and knock somebody out. You don't have to go to jail. So I'm always throwing out different marketing strategies. When I'm recruiting fans to come to the game, if it's guys, I said, man, wouldn't you like to see some hot girls playing some football? Oh, I'd love to. Well, guess what? I got it. Come see us play. And what they look like. I said, we got them all shapes, all sizes, all heights, all colors, all everything you name, we got it.
That's good.
All nationalities have been a part of our team.
Something for everybody.
Something for everybody.
You can be the big fluffy mascot.
I want to be the head cheerleader.
Hey, we have cheerleaders too. Believe it or not,
You should have male cheerleaders.
We've actually had male cheerleaders and females. We've had the college involved with the CSN because they had a cheerleader squad, but they don't have no sports.
I'll be the mascot if I could wear that headpiece.
Yes, actually, we can make the headpiece for you.
I can do that for you.
I'll tell my wife because she is the creative director of making those things.
I will be there.
Definitely that.
We really like this idea.
We would love if you could let us know when the games start.
And it's not just crappy powder puff or tag football or flag football or anything else like that. This is full on, I'm going to knock your fucking teeth out football. This is awesome.
I resent the crappy powder puff shit.
I play powder puff too.
Let me tell you about my 3-year stint of playing powder puff football, right? Because that's 3 games in 3 years.
Right. I did 4
games.
It's
like 2 practices a year.
And my last year, one of my coaches, his name was from the varsity football team. His name was Larry Mango.
Mango, I love him.
Mango is everywhere.
And during a practice, I fell into him and hit my nose on his head and fractured my nose.
Ow.
Wow.
But I wanted to play.
So you played with a fractured nose?
I played with a fractured nose and a mask that the doctor gave me to play with.
So you could play football.
And I looked mean.
Nasty.
Hannibal Lecter?
Yes, it was very Hannibal Lecter-ish.
Yes.
Awesome. It was awesome. But I still got to play my final year, my senior year, so.
No, I'm not saying powder puff is... It's Powder Puff. It's called Powder Puff for a reason.
No, no. It's Powder Puff because it's girls, but it's just as rough.
Did you play flag or did you play tag?
Yeah, it's flag, but it's still pretty rough.
Yeah, it gets
because
rough,
I didn't
but
fucking
it's
care that I had a flag on my ass. Okay, I was kicking some ass. I was knocking somebody out.
But when girls are playing, they want to play. They
right.
want to go all out and be just as physical as guys do.
You're right.
Right, but when you only offered the things of Powder Puff or
Right.
flag, then that's what you have to play. So
Right.
we're taking it to the next level and actually offering. When I actually came to Vegas in 2006 and said that I'm starting up a women's tackle football team, I was the joke of the town. Well, see, the good thing was I didn't know nobody here, so I didn't really care because I'm from L.A.
Right.
You know, so I went to the newspapers, and they're like, yeah, right. And our very first tryout, we only had 7 players show up. Now, I passed out about 20,000 flyers, and I had women like, oh, I want to be there, I'm going to be there. So I called every news media in this town, and they were all there. We had more news media people there than we had players. And it was kind of embarrassing, but I said, you know what? I'm from the music industry. I know how the media flips things. So we went ahead and did tryouts anyway because they're going to do what? Show one person at a time catch the ball, one person throw the ball. So it was a million girls there. And the next week, we wind up having 30 more players come out. The week after that, we wind up having 60 players out to the point when we had our tryout and it was sponsored by Rockstar. We had 150 women try out for our football team.
Wow. Yeah, that's nice.
You know,
That's
but the
nice.
thing about it was consistency, that we didn't just give up on the first try, and we were
Right.
there every week, and we said we're going to practice once a week. You guys just keep on coming into trials, and we'll teach you. And that's what we're building up to right now. In September, we'll be having our meeting for those who are interested in playing for the Showgirls. And then we wind up running a 10-week mini camp, which is only once a week. We normally meet up at Desert Breeze Park on the hill. And we'll use the first hour of running up the hill, doing drills, and then after that, we'll learn an hour of playing a position. So each of you guys will learn how to play every position in football, be it quarterback one week, the next could be running back. We don't discriminate on body types and size because we don't know what you can do. So every week you learn something, and we normally do it on Sundays, early in the morning, so that at 10 o'clock, you can go home, and now what you just learned on the football field, you go watch the pros do it, and now you go, aha, that's what coach was talking about, or aha, that's how we do it. So we use it as a visual learning tool, the NFL football. And then we'll see you guys next Sunday, and we do that for 10 weeks, and then we have the big tryout in December, the first week of December. We invite all the media out. Hopefully we'll have 200 women out there. We're looking for those who play Division I, Division II sports. I mean, again, because we want to be good. We've been ranked as high as number 2 in the nation just 2 years ago. This year we wind up being 13 out of 60. I just got back from Pittsburgh. The championship game was at Heinz Field, where the Pittsburgh Steelers play.
Wow.
We had 2,300 people show up for the game. It was aired on ESPN3, which is .com on the internet. So it is building slowly, but it's the fastest growing sport for women.
Wow.
That's awesome.
We should hook them up with the Shoemates.
We should.
Yeah.
So what is the age range for women?
The age range for women is 18 and over. There is no cutoff age as far as elderness.
Why does everybody look at me?
I didn't look at you.
They
sweet
did.
cheeks. I didn't.
They did.
I did not. I was looking at our guests.
Alrighty. Our oldest player that played with us, her name was Noreen Rathbone. She was 52 years old.
Hello.
52. She was actually...
That's younger than me.
You could
totally older than me.
Oh, wait. Now you did yourself.
No, she's older than me.
All right, there we go.
She forgets. It's okay.
Yeah. And her thing was, she was an athlete all her life, and she was a cancer survivor. Actually, she was the 2009 Susan Komen survivor here in Nevada, representative, and she played for her. So we got a lot of media attention with her playing. And that was her ultimate dream. And it was also one of her bucket list things. She said, hey, before I go, I want to play football. Her thing is really baseball. And the pink bat, that was her concept, that they have the pink bat in the baseball, in professional baseball. But she wants to actually get up there and sign a contract and swing a bat in a real game. That's her ultimate goal.
Wow.
So she plays on the men's semi-pro teams here in Las Vegas, and she was a great athlete in her day. Of course, as time has, Father Time has come, she slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she played her part. They call her mom on the team because she was of the mom age, and she was an inspiration to all the girls. You know, and
That's
so like
awesome.
I said,
That is awesome. Good
I don't cut. I don't cut. If you want to play, you be out there and practice and learn.
So tryouts are coming up.
Tryouts are coming up. Like I said, our tryouts is not until December.
For the Las Vegas
people
Showgirls.
can go. Tell them where they can go to get the Showgirls tryout.
Okay.
Show them where they can get their daughters.
Well, we're
playing
gonna
football.
do this
Oh,
separate.
okay.
I want to talk about
Sorry,
this separate. Let's do the Showgirls first.
Okay, the Showgirls, which is the adult team, 18 to 1 million. Okay. You can go to LV Showgirls. That's SHOWGIRLZ.com. It will be updated on a weekly basis. The phone number you can reach us at is 702-764-8878. You'll ask for me, Coach Lee. And like I said, we're
I
gonna
like
have
Mr. Dion.
Well, I'm Coach. I'm Dion. In one entry, I'm Flea because I was the smallest guy.
Flea?
Yeah, Flea Lee.
Flea Lee, I like that.
Yeah,
People tell us the craziest stuff
I
on the
know.
show.
I know. I was the smallest guy on the football team, and so my head football coach in high school, I knocked down the ball. He turned around. He liked the ball knocked me down. He said, "Hey, Lee, you had great coverage. You like a flea out there. The ball knocked you down." So it was a running joke of everybody. So everybody called me Flea. It rhymed with Lee. I bought into it, and I can't escape it. I've had that name for 32 years. I'm 42 now, so it's just one of those fun things.
Yeah.
And call me Coach. I don't care. Get my attention. We're
Just
going to make it
call
happen.
ya.
Just
Just
call
call
me.
ya.
Just
Right.
call me. Like I said, we want to be the best in the United States. We got a couple of teams from now. Football is not only big here in the United States. There's teams in Frankfurt, Germany, Dusseldorf. There's Team Canada. There's teams in Japan, China.
Awesome.
Yes.
Do you guys travel all over to those places, or do they come here?
Well, believe it or not, I have a lot of those teams that have called me, and they want to come to Vegas.
Oh, everybody
All
wants
right.
to.
Everybody wants to come to Vegas, so we're talking about setting up some teams.
Like an international league night or week. or
Well,
something.
yeah, we can definitely do that. I got teams from all over the world that want to come here. Guam. There's some teams out in Guam. There's 4
That'd be
teams
a
in
hell of
Guam.
a tournament.
The Guam's a little ass.
Yeah, it's a little ass island.
They got 4 teams.
They have
all
4
the
teams.
women in Guam are in football.
Yes. Yes, they are. Believe it or not, they are. I mean, like I said, it's the fastest growing sport. And I also run a Ning board. It's similar to Facebook. It came out during Facebook time, and it's called Women's Tackle Football Group.ning.com. And I actually monitor that board. We have 3,000 women football players from around the world that's on there that ask me questions about how should I start, how can I get better, how can I do this. I also run the only women's football camp and conference in the world where women from all over the United States and the world come to Vegas in October. We're at UNLV. Cool. Yes, we're at UNLV on their practice fields, and we're here for 4 days, well, actually 3 days, where they are taught football skills and techniques from some of the best women football coaches around the country that I invite into town, because women can't go to football camps. They don't have no place to go to get better, so we created that. Like I said, I've been labeled Mr. Football for women, or Father Football, or the Godfather of football.
I like Father Football.
You know, I've gotten all these terms, and I'm like, hey, I just roll with it because I love promoting. I love being an underdog. Flea, I'm the littlest guy on the team. Something that never said can be done is being done. And, you know, football in Vegas is being done by women, and we play at the top caliber. And like I said, we're looking for a championship here.
Do you already? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
One of the questions that I have before we get on to the younger football teams is there betting allowed on the American female, the women's
sports
football
sport
alliance?
Actually, there was a line in the WPFL for the playoffs. There was a line for LFL.
Nice.
Yes, the LFL has a line. The reason why, because they only play 1 game a week, so it's a lot more monitored, and the scores and everything is reported timely. MGM was the casinos that held the line, and I've had a couple of parents come to me with some good money that they made off of me because, you know, I was instilled that I can't bet because I played sports in college, so they really drove into us. The sports betting was out of the picture.
Well, the reason I ask is because one of the people that I respect in the gambling world is a gentleman who bets on sports, and that's John Kelly from over on the EOG Sports Hour that's here on KLAV. And he loves the WNBA and betting on the WNBA because it's more real than it is betting on the regular NBA. And I know that the WNBA has been growing as a sport that people watch. It's more on TV a lot more. It's on radio stations a lot more. And maybe that's a way to help build it as well. I mean, not that
sports and gambling should go hand in hand, but when you have people that have the money that are willing to show the sports,
and we are in Vegas,
right?
It is a way for the sport to grow, and again, because it's on TV, it's a lot easier for people to watch it and gamble. With our situation, we don't have TV for our sport at all. The Pittsburgh Passion has Fox regional sports games for their home games. We've had Vegas 1 games here, but there's not a lot of coverage.
Well, have you thought about internet TV like Vimeo or Ustream like we do?
Right, yeah, we did. We've done Ustream. We've done Blog Talk Radio as well as, to do our play-by-play. We actually do all our games are on Blog Talk Radio each and every week. So you can be a home fan here in Vegas, or you can hear it in Texas or whatever. We're like America's team. We're like the Dallas Cowboys. I don't like the Dallas Cowboys, but I like what they represent. They are America's team. Great marketing person, Jerry Jones, is the best. And that's what we pattern ourselves after. So we do a lot of extra things that the other teams don't do because they have a lot of hobbyists, as I call them, as owners. They're not real business people. I come from a line of business who, when I came to the table, I had a $100,000 line of credit to run a football team, where we have other people who are asking the women to pay $1,500 each, and that's their budget.
Right.
I mean, we have a team bus that we travel around in. I'm trying to get it wrapped. We're gonna make it an ultimate tailgating bus. It holds 50 people.
So there.
I'm there.
Yeah.
With my cooler.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. So we can be at UNLV games. See, the thing about it is you got to do the extra promoting things. Right. So my thing is we only have one college in town that has a football team, which is UNLV. It's not the greatest football team, but it's where people do go.
Right,
exactly.
Right.
So we want to wrap this bus. We're going to put an 80-inch TV on the outside. We're going to have a DJ, mobile DJ on the outside. We want to have a tarp. We want to have a barbecue pit. We want to do some tackling dummies and some 40-yard dash testing.
I want to party with them.
Yeah, so it's going to be the ultimate tailgating party football experience is what we're creating this bus for. We're
Brought to you by the Las Vegas Showgirls.
You got it. And the thing about it is we want to have our girls compete against the guys.
Wow.
Because guys can't turn down the competition, especially when women say, we can do this better than you. So
that goes both ways.
They can just hit harder.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
My cloud is 40.
They can.
So those are some of the things. Like I said, I come from a music background, so I have a lot of out of the box thinking techniques for marketing for any type of company, because that's what I did for Pepsi, BET, MTV, and every music artist that was out there from '88 to 2000, I worked with on their marketing campaign on how to make them different from the next person. So
that's the Las Vegas Showgirls. You can go to LVShowgirls with a Z on the end.com to find out more information. Find them on Facebook and on Twitter. Are you on Twitter as well? Yes, you are.
Yes, we're on Twitter as well.
And then, of course, if you have a young daughter and she is itching to get out there, this is a really good way to get your kids active, not just men's boys football, but women's football as well. There's the What's Up Girls Tackle Football League of Las Vegas.
Yes.
The season starts September 15th and runs until November 17th, but training starts August 15th, which is
Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have coaches for all these teams already?
We have coaches, but we're also looking for more volunteer coaches, knowing that if we get some of those dads who just didn't get to produce those boys.
Boys, yeah.
Yes. I don't know what they were thinking about that night, that they were having that fun, but they would love to come out and coach.
Not enough testosterone.
There you go. They had those soft women thoughts at that point in time.
Whether you're in the north or whether you're in the south, your daughter can join one of these teams. They have how many spaces available? 70? Did you say 70?
720.
720 girls that we're looking for.
Girls.
So each area, we're looking at maxing out at just 20 girls per team.
Right.
So for each region or each unit, there's 60 girls, 20 playing at the elementary, 20 playing at middle school, 20 playing at high school.
Okay. And then you can go to What's Up at WASUP sports.com, or you can call 702-764-8878, and that's you.
That's me.
That's Coach Dion Lee.
I would have so been in this, and my father would have been right there on the sidelines every game. I guaranteed it.
Me
it
too.
would have been. Yeah.
Man, that would have been awesome. Where were you?
Yeah, where
so
were
many
you?
years ago?
Let's see.
And we did wear hard helmets when I was a kid.
Promoting musicians is what you were doing.
I had to make my money. I was able to retire at 30 years of age and
Good for you.
do what I want to do. And And now I'm out there promoting again for another cause. But you know what? The cause for the girls is more than just them playing. It's a self-esteem situation. Mm-hmm. There's a healthy lifestyle situation that we can also promote. A lot of the young ladies that transfer from elementary to middle school are getting Fs in PE.
Yeah.
Because their body is changing. They're not comfortable with what's going on, so they don't want to show anything. So they'd rather just get to fail. Our situation is, hey, we're gonna promote a healthy lifestyle. Whatever your body type is, it's healthy, it's good, and we're gonna go out there and do some work. And some people are just made to be big. Some people are just small. It doesn't matter. We just want you to be healthy. We want you to be able to exercise and feel good about yourself.
Okay, so you brought up a question. You brought up a point, and so this is my last question for you before we go to break, and because we got catch-ups to do still.
Okay.
You're coaching a bunch of women.
Okay.
And now you're going to be coaching a bunch of girls. And you said that their bodies are always changing. Do they come to you with their questions about their body changes? And how do you deal with
Great question.
That's
Great
an awesome question.
Yeah, it is.
You know what? Yes. Yeah, they actually do. I'm a father of a teenage daughter.
You got to run a thin line there, huh?
Yeah. I definitely. But I've also worked with girls for a long time that were troubled girls. That maybe my grandmother used to run a group home. So I know the sensitive things that girls ask, and I'm in the position to answer them. As a father figure, I will definitely answer it because there's a lot of single parent moms who don't have the father figure in the house who are raising these girls who need some loving and attention as far as asking those questions. So I'm open to that. I mean, and I'm real about it, and I let them know, and I give great advice as I've been told. And I treat each one as though they're my daughter, and if I can't give my daughter that same type of love and affection as far as the information that I'm given, then I shouldn't be saying anything at all. Right. So my whole thing is I definitely hold myself to a higher standard. I do deal with these very hot women, such as the lingerie situation, and I have a lot of guys who want to come into the adult world and say, oh, this is what I want to call it. Well, all these beautiful women, and I can just pick and choose. It's not. You're here to teach and coach, and that's it.
This is not a smorgasbord.
There you go. And that's what I have to watch out for when the guys come with me. Are you here for the right reasons?
Right.
And when I talk to coaches, are you really here for the right reasons? Do you're going to get a background check because we have to make sure because we're liable for a lot of these things.
Right.
So we just want people that are here for the right reasons, who are really trying to get these girls on a high self-conscious situation where they feel good about themselves, and that's the bottom line. Women, girls, whatever, at the end of the night, if they're feeling good about themselves and good about their body and able to not be scared to be told no and be able to break barriers and understand that, you're going to be told no many times, but you got to keep going if you want to be, or we won't have the next president be a female because, that used to be the thing being African American. When you grow up, you can be the president of the United States, and we just like, nah, that ain't gonna happen.
Can be.
But now you can be, and then with the Sarah, what's her last name?
Sarah Palin.
Crackhead.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying. But
yeah, lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, I like that one too. But she's giving hope to those who want to be. You know what I'm saying? There's no barriers that no human being can say and put in front of them, say that it can't be done.
Right.
And that's what the whole football thing is. It's a rites of passage for boys. You're going to get knocked down. You always got people that are bigger and better than you. It's how hard you're going to work to get to get better. And there's always somebody better than you. You just got to keep on working.
Coach Dion, you're amazing.
Oh,
you're awesome.
I love this.
Andre, thank you so much for bringing Coach Dion.
Will you please let us know when these games are scheduled?
Yeah,
we would love to show up to a game. And
definitely that. I would.
Maybe we can do a remote.
I would say maybe we could do a remote from the Showgirls.
Awesome.
Do a remote feed, and it would be great. Thank you, Dion. You're listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com. The final frontier of free speech. We'll be right back.
Hey, Luis, where are we going today?
Dude, I just heard about this great place called the Geek Lounge.
The Greek Lounge? But I'm not really into lamb or Slovaki.
No, man, not the Greek Lounge, the Geek Lounge.
The Geek Lounge? What's that?
Yeah, dude, it's your one-stop shop for talk about everything from movies, video games, comic books, TV shows, manga, and anime.
Wow, when does all this happen?
It's every Sunday at 4 p.m. on VegasAllNetRadio.com.
Oh man, it's almost time. We better hurry.
You're right. Don't forget, that's the Geek Lounge, Sundays at 4 p.m. on VegasAllNetRadio.com.
This is Sierra from the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, urging you to adopt, not shop. There are hundreds of thousands of animals out there looking for homes, and you could be their next forever home. Visit your local animal shelter today to find your next family member.
Eve of destruction, tax deductions. City inspectors, bill collectors. Cyclone in demand, population out of hand. Suicide, too many bills. People all over the world are shouting in the war.
And the band played. It's Sir Cooper every Thursday afternoon at 3 on VegasAllNetRadio.com and on the third Thursday of the month at 3 right here on KLAV.
Yes, this is Sir, and I approve this commercial.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm Martin O'Leary of the O'Leary clan from behind Main Street Books. And I don't always listen to internet radio, but when I do, I listen to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com from 7 to 10 p.m. They're awesome, and I love them. When I'm not banging fat chicks behind Main Street Books, I'm listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. Like them on Facebook. I like them all the time. Follow them on Twitter. They don't know I follow them everywhere. And visit them at SinCityBounty.com. Sin City Bounty. Put the N in there. It's not bounty, it's bounty. I'm shouting Scottish now. Arr!
Nice to meet ya. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My beautiful fashionista. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, all. It's been a while since we heard the Fashionista song. I'm glad to hear it. Got a couple quick fashion things for you. First of all, there's a project in New York. It's called Making It Big New York City. And it's an art project that's based on the old Calvin Klein ads. Where the people were in their underwear and they posed and was all over the billboards. Well, there's an art project going on, and they want people of size, and all the participants will be exhibited in their underwear, and it's to encourage your large individuals to be confident and feel really good about themselves and comfortable in their own skin. So if you're in the New York area and you want to be a part of this, men and women, go to Facebook page Making It Big NYC.
So is it a live art show, or is it?
It didn't really talk about it. It was on our Nationwide BBW Club calendar, and then I went to their page. So I'm not sure if it's a piece of artwork or a live artwork, but they said go to this Facebook page, send a message if you're in the New York area, and they'll give you all the details.
I was thinking if it's just pictures you can send in, you don't have to be in the New York area.
Right. Well, they were asking for people in the New York area, so I imagine it's a live. Display.
Right.
So, and I'm sure that they don't want to give too much information on Facebook because it's probably one of those surprise things similar to a flash mob kind of thing. So, if you're in the New York area, Making It Big NYC.
That will shock the fuck out of a lot of people. A bunch of fat people walk out of a building in their underwear. Vehicles will crash. Stock markets will fall.
It's not like Independence Day where there are saucers in the air or anything.
They're coming.
It's exactly what
men or women in the New York area, check this out for us. Also, a real quick thing that I thought was really interesting. Mark of New York of Andrew Mark Collection. He's a designer. They're launching a full collection that's based on the book 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh.
And in the ads, there's going to be the 2008 Miss Universe from Venezuela, and she's wearing an unzipped dress. Then there's a Celebrity Apprentice contestant. I'm not sure this is Diana Mendoza. And then a Scottish rugby star who will just be wearing a towel. So the whole ad campaign is based on 50 Shades of Grey.
Did you read up on the Kardashian new plus-size jeans?
I don't care much
What
for
size
the
do they go up
Kardashian.
to? 8?
8. Yeah. Plus size to them is like a 10, please.
Just
now,
wondering.
when they have somebody like me on their show and says, this is a plush size curve, then I'll watch their show.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, that one
when they
Kardashian-
call Kim plush size, please, she's got an awesome booty. Her booty is beautiful, but she is no means a plus girl. No.
She's not.
What about the Australian Olympic swimmer who got called fat? Did you see that?
I didn't, but what size was
that
she?
pissed me off.
So awful.
I hate it
She
all.
wasn't even all that big, really.
Just the media. Just the media just blew it all out of proportion.
Well, that was like with the Holly Mangold.
she didn't
and
have a She
what's her
didn't
name?
have a washboard stomach being a swimmer. She had a little bit of a pooch,
and they called her
said she
fat.
was too fat.
Well, I had said...
As if that had anything to do with being healthy.
Well, you know how we talked
Or
about the
Olympian
weightlifter
swimmer.
last week, the 364-pound weightlifter, woman weightlifter. I sent Sierra a text this week. They were talking about her on CNN, and they were talking about how fat is too fat, and can she really be healthy at 364 pounds?
I dare them to go up against her in any. They can choose any sport they want, and I dare them to go up against her in it. That bitch can lift 400 pounds at a dead stand. She can just pick it the fuck up.
Yeah, she can just,
I dare you to call her unfit.
Snatch and jerk, yeah.
Well, as the devil's
Jesus.
advocate, lifting something doesn't mean you're necessarily in shape. Just means you can lift a lot of weight. But you can be 300 pounds and be football players. Back me up, Dion.
I'm here.
Football players on the male side do it all the fucking time.
You're right.
300, 350 degrees, best shape of their lives.
Well, if you saw her when they did the little bit about her on the Olympics, about Holly and the Olympics, they were watching her train. She's not just standing around lifting weights. She's also running, and she's doing resistance training. And, I mean, she's doing all the things everyone else is doing. She's just doing it at 3 times the size of everyone else. She's just fucking awesome, and they just can't get over it. It's because they've all been...
it's because skinny equals healthy. Society has believes that skinny equals healthy.
When did that come about? Because, you know, last week we were talking about the statues of the Willendorf. And I looked up some things, and I'm looking up things for ideas for Halloween. Everything I was looking at, nobody was small. There was, Adam and Eve, the pictures in Adam and Eve, was, she's got a pooch and and
big hips.
Yeah, all of the Renaissance.
Most of the things from the ancient times. When did we change that? Because that was like sexy.
I can tell you when it changed. Her name was Twiggy. That's when it changed. That was the.
You're right. She was
pivotal.
the waif.
She was the
But it wasn't
pivotal change.
But it wasn't Twiggy that did it. It was the designers that would design for the body where the clothes would drape so prettily.
But if you drive past a high school at the end of the bell day and watch these girls walk out of the school, guess what? They're 14s, they're 16s, they're 18s. A lot of these girls.
Right.
It's the way it is. More parents are working, so kids are growing up eating differently. Now, sure, you got a couple of little waif girls, but for the most part, these girls are chunky coming out of high school now.
Man, and it's so... It irks me so much when people talk about, oh, she's so fit, look at how thin she is. I had someone ask me the other day, have you lost weight? You look great. And I know it bothers you, and it bothers the fuck out of me when they do that, too.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like,
you're
you know
so
what,
pretty
bitch?
if you were just thin.
Well, you know what, bitch? I got hit on more times last week at the club than you have all week, so shut the fuck up.
No, the thing that used to fuck me up was, you have such a pretty face.
Yeah. If only you'd lose a little weight. My favorite thing was my doctor. I love my doctor, Sanjeev Gupta. You're fantastic. It's not his real name.
No.
No.
But I love Sanjay Gupta. I love him.
No, but I told you my doctor's name is this very Western American name, and then he looks like Sanjeev.
His name was John Smith.
Yeah, it's like John Smith, and he walks in, and he looks like, oh, la, la, thank you, come again. That's what it looks like he should be. But anyway, so I've been having medical problems with one of my legs, and can't figure out what it is. We don't know what it is. So he says, maybe you should try losing some weight. So it's one location, one problem in one area, and it is the fact that my entire body is fat that may be affecting that one
Hell, if
location.
I go in with an ear,
it's the pipes, not the structure.
If I go in
Right.
with an ear infection, it's a weight issue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, people.
DJ says he's 240 pounds, But that man can ride a bike for days.
45 miles this morning.
45 miles today. I seen that on his Facebook.
Kiss my ass.
So, anyway.
45
he
miles
goes
on a
out
bicycle.
Paiute all
Talking
the way
to
up
the mic.
Paiute all the way up to Red Rock. He's got different routes that he goes, but yeah.
And we're talking Schwinn. We're not talking
No,
Harley.
you're not talking Harley.
No, we're actually talking specialized, very
like pedal
very
the
nice,
bike 45 miles.
bike, not Schwinn.
and early in the morning here, it's still over 100 degrees.
Right.
Yeah.
Insane.
So let's do some catch-ups. I think I did most of mine. I still didn't get fully educated.
I
But
did the big part of mine.
Oh, with
Okay.
the
So
you finally said it.
Go ahead, Sierra. Give us yours.
I had to.
Cali guy's gone. He went back to California on Friday.
Yay, we'll get lots of work done for the show.
I did a lot of house cleaning. I sat around all weekend. Saturday, I did nothing. I watched TV in my pajamas. Me and the dog just sat on the couch and watched TV. And then today I did laundry. And that's how exciting my life is when Cali Guy is not here. I didn't leave the house. My mom was gone. My kid was gone. It was literally just me and the dog. I don't think I actually said a full sentence all day yesterday.
That's funny.
Because all I have to do is ask the dog, potty, outside, hungry. That's all I have to ask him. Just one word. That's good for him. So he's back in California because yesterday was Horny Hans's birthday party. And they rocked out till well after midnight.
That's late, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's late. I was in bed at 11 last night. Yeah, that's late.
Horny
So was
Hans.
that it? Did you have any sex before you left?
We did have sex before we left.
Okay.
It was very good sex. It was that very, like... You see, I had my period for 22 days.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
fucked up.
It is so fucked up. I just want to go back to being normal. I had one day before he left where we could have sex, and we had sex on that day.
Only once?
Well, that was the only time we could get it in.
It wasn't
So to
fit-
speak.
Wait, it wasn't fitting or what?
Can't get it
So to speak. Well, you know, he's packing to leave, and I'm taking care of the boy and all this other stuff. It's not like we can just go have sex at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Why not put a movie in and go upstairs?
Well, anyway, I'm working more hours at work. That's good.
Yeah, it is.
It's very exciting. That's it. Very boring this week.
Oh, well then.
Had my period, had some sex, and then the boy left, and then the man left.
Well, I'm glad your period's done.
Finally.
You might want to take some iron pills.
I've been
Right?
I eat
liver.
I eat an enormous bowl of spinach every day, and I
Turkey
eat
has a
almost
lot
an-
of
and
iron, too.
And soy. I eat a lot of soybeans.
Broccoli and spinach are really good sources.
Yeah,
of
and turkey.
iron.
Yep.
Turkey.
Turkey makes you go to sleep.
Tryptophan.
Yep.
Tryptophan.
All right, Mama.
All right, so
DJ makes her write it down now.
No, I do this for me because I was like, "Fuck, I wanted to say that. Fuck, I wanted to say that." And so
I do
go
that
home.
too,
So
and
have to do it now.
then I forget to write it down.
So my first part of the week is single mom status. So we did swim team and all
And
this
then
that
punch
stuff.
card.
Yeah, I had a punch card, but this week I had a little medical problem, so I could only punch one card. Funny thing is, I must have did a great job because the following morning, he came and asked me. He's like, "Did that really happen?"
Oh,
Would you put it in? Would you put it in your butt?
You better give us some deal.
So-
What in the butt?
No, I had to punch the other card.
You gave him
The
head?
blowjob card.
Yeah. So, but he was like,
Would you do something different with your tongue? Did you pierce it?
"No."
Well, come on, Mama, fess it up. What
All
did you
right,
do?
Because he was like, he did.
Altoids,
I have
Pop
a
Rocks,
medical
ice.
issue, so I was like, no, and he was like, well, get your toy. So and then he was like, oh, something different is happening here. Wait a minute, what is this? And then the next morning he's like, did that really happen or did I dream that shit?
You can't give us half of this shit. Like, what was different?
I guess I don't know. He didn't tell me. I guess because I was playing with my toy and I was getting excited too, so it made it even more like intense. I don't know.
So wait, you were masturbating with your vibrator while you were giving him head?
Yes.
That is what did it for
that's
him.
hot.
That is
Yes.
really hot.
I don't know why she just can't say, no, wait, we got to give her sex
was that-
lines,
was
and
that-
we got to get you to lay it out there, okay?
Now,
Oh.
Oh, I was thinking over
Lee
here.
the Flea couldn't picture.
I couldn't picture. I'm working on it.
I knew
that I
what
was playing with my
happening.
toy while I was
So
There we
it
go.
was not the toy part that the blowjob was
the-
really good.
It was I guess all of it, the combination of everything. I don't know.
Oh.
But he came and he's like, did that? I was like laying there, the kids were watching. He's like, did that really happen? I'm like, yes, it really happened.
Wait a minute.
Fucker.
Wait. DJ works a lot of hours. Was he half sleeping and thought it
Right.
was a dream?
He's like, I'm delusional from all the
At least
heat
we
and
know
shit.
what he's dreaming about when he's not at home.
Right, yeah.
He needs a cage for the when he's gone.
He needs a cage. Yeah, and he also told me, he was like, well, you should already know and know what I want. Something we were having another discussion about stuff, and he was like, you need to be a magic Jedi mind reader. And I was like, did you really?
Hell no.
I said, did you really just fucking say that to me?
You married a nerd.
magic Jedi mind reader.
Well, you know what? If you can't fucking just tell it what you want,
yes,
then what the hell? They ain't no
I need to be
relationship.
told
Tell
what to
me.
do. I'm sorry, I don't know. I mean,
You can't read minds.
I
You're not a
cannot
Jedi.
read your mind. If you want me to suck your cock sideways, please tell me suck my cock sideways.
no, I'm supposed to be magic Jedi mind reader.
No.
I'm gonna buy
you
me
want
some
your
antennas
balls
or
licked?
something.
Tell me you want your balls licked.
Oh yeah, little Canadian.
Canadian salute.
You just gotta, man. You gotta talk to us. We don't listen very well to the innuendos. Women, you can't just assume that we know what you want. You
Well, he
gotta
doesn't.
tell
But see,
us.
that goes two ways though, because in his opinion of that is kind of like, because of the fact that how long we've been together, that there's some things I should just know what he likes, and that he should not. He feels like he's harassing me if he asks me for that.
No, okay.
I
So
don't
here's
like
the
Mike
thing.
that when I massage his butt.
Well, here. So random.
When I squeeze his butt, he drives him crazy.
So yes, we know we've been the
She
three of
can't
us.
say fuck my fat pussy, but she can talk about squeezing Mike's
Massaging his
ass.
butt.
Yes,
I love squeezing. I love squeezing his hairy monkey ass.
he does have a hairy monkey ass. It's adorable.
You've seen his hairy monkey ass?
I've seen him naked,
Completely.
butt ass naked.
I've seen him in his underwear.
No, it's nothing quite like him walking down into a room full of people butt ass naked. That is great.
I
And then
like
asking,
that.
"Can I get ready now?"
Can I get dressed
lady.
now? Sorry, not in charge. But so where I'm completely like Mike's hairy ass just completely overtook anything that I was gonna say. Oh, okay. So yes, we've been together. The three of us have been in relationships for a given long period of time. We know what our partners like. It is a given. We do know what they like. They don't always like the same thing all the time. If you give a guy a blowjob the same way every single time, eventually he's gonna get bored with that blowjob. Right, men?
Blowjob, no.
Especially
but
if
everything
it's a
else,
good
yeah.
blowjob, you want it that same way again.
Yes,
I know that
yes,
about
don't
men.
change
yeah,
something
don't
that ain't
change
broke.
nothing. That's right.
But
Okay.
if you only have sex in one position one way all
Oh,
the time,
That's boring.
that's boring.
That's
See?
boring. That's definitely
See,
boring.
I have found that when I'm with a man, and like I let him set the pace. In other words, if because if he sets that pace and you follow that pace, that's obviously the pace he wants to be in.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like if he's slow and caressing, then you slow and caress him. If
So
he's
boring.
wham bam, thank you, ma'am, then you better get into that too.
What happens
But there's
if
a
you
room
want
for
a particular pace? How do you change that?
Sometimes you just got to be the vessel.
Be the
Amen.
vessel.
What if
I haven't heard that a
What if
thousand
you've been the
motherfucking
vessel
times
20
now?
times and you want to change the fuck
Well,
up?
no. If I'm with a man that all he wants is wham bam, let's do it hard, then I might say, or I might try to lead the tempo. But for the most part,
When you're sport fucking.
yeah, for the most part,
Even
dirty hard.
even when you're sport fucking, you should have some say.
Yeah, you have a sub. Yeah, exactly. You do.
I'm
have
not
some
going to
say.
sport fuck unless I'm getting my rocks off. I'm sorry.
No,
That's true.
absolutely. That's the whole point of sport fucking because
Right.
it's like mutual masturbation is what
Right.
sports.
I'm not
fucking
going to
is.
be just a vessel for sport fucking.
No, me either. If you're sport fucking, it's mutual masturbation, and you both better have a great time.
Right.
Press 1
Right.
for slow. 2 for medium.
Flick my
Unfortunately,
clit.
we don't have those buttons.
Little to the right, little to the left.
DJ says he would give a catch up, but he blacked out.
He blacked
That's why he
out.
asked me, did it really happen?
Ooh, I
So
told you
whatever.
his ass fell a fuck asleep.
See,
No,
that's
he
that's
didn't.
the next step up from giving an orgasm. An orgasm-induced headache is blacking
I don't
out.
want a headache after an orgasm. I don't get that.
Vendetta wants a screenshot of your face after I said that massaging Mike's ass was awesome.
But I can't. I did. I was like
Yeah, it's insane.
5 minutes, ladies.
5 minutes.
God, it goes so fast.
I know.
Fuck, it goes by too fast.
Must be having fun.
We do have fun.
Yeah,
know what?
I'm loving
We
this
do.
show. I'm
Come on,
loving it.
listen to us, SinCityBounty.com. Everybody, SinCityBounty.com. Go there, keep going there. Look at our pics.
We got changes coming up.
We'll
About a
show-
week or so.
Show
We're gonna
lots
have
of cleavage.
Whole new look to our website. Psh, brand new.
Soon we'll have T-shirts for sale.
That's right.
We will.
And
I got mine on there too. My Sin City Facebook.
And of course, on our Facebook, we post all the pictures that we gather throughout the week. Throughout the BBW Fan Fest, posted all their pictures.
Finally.
And man, there's some beautiful pictures of us.
We look great winning our award-winning award.
So our cover picture on our
Breaking the
Facebook, of
stage.
course, is our runway picture taken with our award. And then there is the one that was taken of the four of us on stage with the award.
Yes.
And
Is that before or after we broke the stage?
The stage.
That was, I believe, after.
There was a lot of bounty up there.
Yes, there was. Well, you put 4 people on one little tiny square.
It's not going to go
Something's
well.
bound to happen.
And
combined, we got to be 1,000 pounds.
Plus.
Easy.
At
Plus.
least,
Yeah,
right?
At least.
250. If we're 250 each, it's
that's 1,000 right there. Now, and we're pushing more than that, a few of us.
So, but yeah, go find us on Facebook, Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. You can find me, Alexia. I'm always there. I'm usually always posting.
I'm on Sweet Cheeks Vegas on Facebook.
And of course, our mama has her own
Sin City Mama.
Sin City Mama Charlotte. If you're interested in being a guest on the show, go friend Sin City Mama Charlotte, or she would be contacting you on Facebook because we just give her lists.
She is the official the executive booking agent.
Send me official messages on Facebook instead of just saying how beautiful I am and that I deserve to have a good man.
It's because she has a good
And you want to take me shopping.
Well, now
I didn't get one who wants to take me shopping because I'll take him up on that offer.
Talking about he wanted to take me to Tiffany's and all kind of stuff, the forum shops and all kind of stuff.
I'd have pretended. I'd have been like, baby, just shut the fuck up.
For one of them little blue bags, absolutely.
I believe someone had told, maybe it was Platinum or Desiree, we need to go on to like Amazon and make ourselves a wish list of things that we want and then send our fans there. And they can send us gifts. And we can use the radio station address.
I already know 2 things to put on my list.
But all the porn stars do it.
I need a new phone.
And since
Me too.
Since we pimp out the
No,
porn
you
stars.
don't, bitch.
Yes, I do.
You got a real phone.
The old one.
Hello, look at mine. And I don't even, the ringer don't even fucking work no more.
Just got to put it in a pan full of pennies to hear it vibrate. Because she's old.
At least she doesn't have a tin can and a
Who we
shrink.
got next week?
We have
some more of Andre's people.
We have actually we have August Entertainment, and they have Reptile Rescue. They have Snake Babe. They have. It's actually one of my booking agents that I work for when I do some stuff. So we got.
And you said that they were so wild we could not book any guests.
Well, they're great. They have an open relationship, and they do Reptile Rescue. They do kids parties. They do a lot. Snake Babe has been on Animal Planet, Strippergram. They do it all. So we're gonna have lots to talk about.
That's awesome.
That is gonna be awesome.
So we had a great show. Thanks to Dion. Thanks to Stephanie. Thanks to Diva Denise. Go check our page for all their links. This is Alexia,
Mama,
Sweet Cheeks,
and Sierra. Wishing you all a good night, and remember,
fuck often.
This podcast is being brought to you by VegasAllNetRadio.com, the final frontier of free speech, and by SinCityBountyMedia.com, advertising for radio or on the web. Elegance in simplicity.